You chat too much.
She was a Canadian civil rights activist from Nova.
Chat too much. Chat too much. Chat too much.
Hold on. So that's
Chat too much. Chat too much.
Every time it comes to the crib, he games.
Stop stealing. We too old for this shit, Tony.
What?
We're kind of going on a tangent, but I love this topic. But welcome to the Chat Too Much podcast. It's your boy Ty Rex.
And your boy Ayo.
Producer Rooks.
And we in the motherfucking building, bitch. I'm going to swear as much as I can now because when we're actually monetized, we can't swear for like the first 5 minutes or some shit like that.
Ooh.
Ha. Gay? Holy, come on, bro. There's nothing wrong with being gay.
There isn't.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you're gay, right?
No.
Oh, okay. So, anything on you guys' hearts this week?
Yo, we got invited to the day party.
Okay. Well, it was kind of like a sponsor thing.
Yeah, low-key a sponsor thing, fam.
Yo, shout out to Mansion. Yo, who's the sponsors for that?
Mandem.
Yo, when we actually get the name of who we're supposed to shout out, we're gonna get. Yeah, but we just got
yeah. Shout out to Deems because Deems is gonna be in the building.
Yo, shout out to Rashawn for putting me on the
Shout out to Rashawn.
You already know Agwan.
Shout out to 905 Side TV.
Okay.
Because they're one of the hosts for the thing.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Mandem over there.
Oh yeah. I have a special shout out. A special shout out. Happy birthday to my homegirl, Aaliyah.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Aaliyah!
birthday.
Okay. That's my Gemini twin right there. Gemini twin. You know what I'm
So you
saying?
couldn't invite her to be the guest, fam?
You know, she's doing shit tonight.
She's bare plans.
It's her birthday weekend.
Bare plans.
You know what I'm saying?
So
she said she's going to Jamaica and she said she's down to hop on the pod when she comes back. And she said that her brother watches the show or something like that. So shout out to bro.
Hey.
Shout out to that, bro.
Shout out to everybody that watches the podcast.
Yo,
Yeah.
I'd be surprised when I be finding out that people who really don't say anything about it be watching every episode like the full length.
Fam, I'm telling you, bare people watch it.
Yo, you know what? I've been feeling like our growth is a lot more visual and I'm starting to like, getting a lot of compliments in person when I'm running into people at the gym and everything. So it's like, I just think that we should give ourselves a round of applause and a pat on our back for like our progress because we're doing the damn thing, nigga.
6 damn months, man.
6 months. We're in this bitch.
6 damn months.
6 bumble pussy clot, Ross clot month.
For real though. So, is there anything that happened this week that you guys care to talk about?
You know me. The same thing.
Same thing?
Yeah.
Still in your little slump? Mm-hmm. Okay. You been gooning less or more?
It's just regular.
Regular
thing?
Right on schedule?
Okay, I read it.
How about you? How's your week been?
It's been whatever. Just, car stuff and spending too much on gas. But I mean, that's what comes with, being an adventurer with a vehicle,
Yeah.
Putting it to utility as a utility vehicle, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
But the one thing I wanted to talk about. So my birthday is coming up in, I guess, less than a month now. And something I wanted to do for my birthday was a clothing drive.
Let's go.
So everybody listening to this that has hella drip that doesn't fit them anymore, maybe because you went to the gym and you've been gymming and now you're D's and your shirts and pants are too small,
or if you just got too much drip,
or you just have too much drip and there's things you haven't worn in the past year or so. We're going to start a clothing drive. I want to call it drip drive.
The drip drive. That's hard.
Yeah, I'm trying to call it the drip drive because I hope it's, a lot of people are giving us cool drip. Well, it's not for us. It's for the people in need.
Yeah. I had to make sure we clarified that last week.
Yeah, it's not for us.
Just to make
we're likely going to just donate it to Ever Rothwell because I would like to kind of build like a relationship with them since they already know me from the toy drive that we did. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we're going to have more details of that. But in the meantime, make sure you guys, look through your clothes. Doesn't matter the size, doesn't matter the color. Even if you have clothes from your kids that don't fit them anymore and you don't plan on having any more kids, unlike Rashawn.
Marry them, the oddies.
But yeah, if you have any type of clothes that literally just don't get used, we are going to come up with more details so that you can donate all of it, and we're going to give all of it to Ever Rothwell, and then put some drip on these. Put some drips on these youths.
Round of applause or a horn or something, nigga. Give us something. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. See? So, I ain't do shit worthy of talking about all week.
Hey, man.
But I am excited because for months, 6 months exactly, we've been asking y'all to send us an email if you want to give us if you want some advice, or if you just have a situation that you want to tell the podcast, or some funny story or anything. Just email us. Give us something to share on the podcast. And you guys never did it. Not once. Until ding. I heard the ding. Y'all hear the ding? Y'all got the notifications? What happened?
I don't have email notifications.
Oh, nah. Oh, so I'm the only one who got the notification. I'm just like, oh shit, we got an email. Boom, booklet. Yeah, bro, we got a fucking email, fam. I thought I was gonna hear a little, horn or some shit. Nigga, I have to teach you how to produce.
Yeah.
Okay, so
let's get the horn.
Let's. Oh,
wait. Make sure we can't get any names in it.
Yeah.
So
There
this
isn't a name
segment,
in
if you want to send us any questions or stories, or you wanted advice, we call this segment "Chat to Us." Chat to us. Let's go.
Boop, 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 boop. So we have 420 emails. Let's go. Blaze it.
Mad at them are YouTube people trying to scam us. Like, but so we're gonna call the anonymous person, because we keep your name anonymous for these.
Jane.
We're gonna call her Jane. Jane Doe. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So who wants to do the honors of reading it? Should I do it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So it says, I very much love the podcast. It's my Monday morning listen every week. I was listening yesterday and thought, let me write in. Shout out to you. So, okay, my question is, should I invite my grandmother to my wedding party? Okay. Here is some context as to why this is even a question. This is my paternal grandmother. I haven't had a strong relationship with my father or his side of the family for many years, for a long time. It was non-existent. I visited him a few summers while he lived in the USA as a child, and those summers consisted of a lot of drama. He never had a consistent phone number, so I could not call him, and he would not call me. There was no contact for many years. My paternal grandfather passed away in 2016, and at that point, I reunited with my father, who now lives in his home country of Trinidad and Tobago. Since then, once or twice a year, I fly down to try and create a relationship. In 2019, my father got married and had my twin sisters. They were born prematurely and were not doing well at all. One of my sisters passed away, and my grandmother commented that his then wife probably killed her. Wow. Whoa. First of all, I just want to give my condolences for your sister that passed away. So to continue the story, this has caused a whole lot of drama to the point where I don't talk to my father anymore, because for my sister who is still living, he provides minimal support of any kind. That is a touchy subject for me because he provided none for me, and this is his second chance to do it right, and he is now 50 years old and have the means to do it but choose not to. Since then, horrible comments have been made by both my father and grandmother. They even went as far as trying to get my sister's mother locked up, even though she is the only caregiver for my sister. These allegations have not been proven. He just suspects it was her, which is an easy blame because he wants her out of his life. My grandmother has this attitude that she is extremely godly because she goes to church, but the things she says are the complete opposite. If I stop her and call her out on it, she tells him that my tongue is sharp, but the things that have been said are things I cannot ignore, including speaking poorly about my mother, who was my only caregiver.
Are you able to sit back a little bit?
Scroll down. The expectation is that I am a grandchild and should know my place, and that her opinion needs to be heard no matter who is in the room, whether the timing is right or not, and if you ignore the first time, she will repeat it. The part they ignore is that there was no real relationship until I was 21, so that respect is not really there. At this point, my mother hates her guts. So now I'm having this wedding party. My mother will be there, and the mother of my sister will also be there, and my sister. My mother says to invite her because she wants my grandmother to say something. My mother says to invite her because she wants my grandmother to say something out of pocket so she could take her outside. Oh, I thought I was misreading that at first.
That definitely sounds like Jane's mom.
Right now, I'm very angry with my father and grandmother. My father will not be able to make it anyway, but my grandmother could come up to Canada. There is even more to the story that I would need a lot of time to get into. SA by family, him being married and trying to impregnate a girl who is the same age as me, etc. He's overall just an extremely ignorant and selfish person. Some more context. The wedding party I'm having is just a small dinner at a restaurant. So it's not like she would be attending an actual wedding. She would be flying up to Canada to spend 3 hours at a dinner. I'm getting married this Friday, May 29th. I will see my grandmother on June 5th. At that point, I will give her an invitation if I decide to give her one. My concern right now is that I'm very angry with the situation. I'm also pregnant, so I could be a little angrier than usual. My soon-to-be husband says, fuck it, and don't invite them. He is more coming from a place of about to be a father and seeing that what's going on and what's being defended. But will I regret not inviting her 10 years down the road? I know she would want to be there, but how on earth do I navigate this? A real Caribbean family drama, which I know too well.
Facts.
So, thank you so much to Jane for submitting our letter. Can we get a round of applause for Jane? I want to keep this round of applause going because shout out to Jane for getting married and having a baby. God damn, she's doing it the right way.
Real shit.
Marriage, baby, doing everything the right way. I'm proud of you, Jane. I'm
Trying to learn from Jane still.
Okay, so in regards to what Jane had to say, I want to give my opinion last. I feel like I have my stance. You guys have your stances? You guys have to think about it?
Yeah, my stance is pretty simple. I would say that the wedding party is your day. You know what I mean? And I'm sure that you want to have a good memory of that time. And if someone who will take away from that is going to be there, then I don't think that it should be something that you should go for, especially if it's going to take away from your, like, it being a good memory. So I don't think that.
Okay, that's fair.
You know what I mean? But again, coming from a Nigerian household, I also understand the sentiment that everybody's like, oh, you should have a good relationship with them, their family.
And respect for them because they're your elder. And they're also probably the eldest in the family on that side. So they garner a different type of respect. But then also with the respect that garners, like, they have an entitlement.
So like it's a very, very interesting thing because from my culture, the idea of respect being earned is something that is said in passing, but not something that is actually practiced.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because that's like, deep. It's everybody says, oh yeah, you got to earn respect. I think the only people who earn respect are peers. Everybody else, it's just demanded. You know what I mean? And I don't know what it's from. I think part of it is also, like, it's definitely cultural, but I also think I kind of want to blame religion a little bit because one of the big components of religion is obedience.
Yes.
You know what
100%.
I mean? And it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Obey, like it even says, obey your masters, obey your parents, obey everybody, obey the Lord. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, they don't care whether or not what they're saying makes sense. As long as you show any sign of not being obedient, you're the 100%. Bad guy.
And I feel like I was raised in a similar household where respect was the number one thing that was instilled. But at the same time, I don't feel like it was like reciprocated all around. It didn't feel like it was a circle of respect. It felt like it was a ladder of respect. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, I definitely relate to that. Is there anything else you want to say on this?
So like I could definitely relate to all the stuff that, you know, the sharp tongue, you can't speak back.
I relate a lot to this whole dynamic of having an authoritarian family member, you know, that is not necessarily old people get a lot of passes because they're old, so they get to be like, they're stuck in their ways and say whatever the fuck they want. Because they're old, they get to kind of get away with it. But so like I definitely understand the dynamic of it.
I would definitely say that the thing that gives it like the positive tone is like on her mom's side, she has someone who's like, you know, standing up for her. She's like, well,
it seems like nobody's really on the grandma's side.
You know what I mean? But like from, you know, there's a lot more people who despite all of that, your family's still going to be like, oh, well, she's your grandma.
Well, she is mad old and she wants to be involved and she might die within the next 10 years. I don't know. But God forbid. But if that's on your mind, does that kind of change your decision a bit?
Yeah, I mean, again, I just think that whatever it is that detracts from the happiness of the moment, you shouldn't do. So if the fact that like you're worried about her not being there because she's your grandma and you're thinking about all the future stuff detracts from like your ability to enjoy the moment, then let her come. You know what I mean? Like you have to weigh,
because the guilt too. She's talking about the guilt, but then at the same time, what if her mom fights her grandma there? That's kind of gonna fuck up the whole entire day, and it's only a 3-hour dinner, and she has to come from Trinidad or something, right?
Yeah,
Trinidad for a 3-hour dinner. Like I'd rather you come for the wedding, bro. Like that ass.
Ooh, okay.
If you're gonna come for the wedding, but at the same time, if you have to risk altercation because of you, it's just like I understand the worry. But Rooks, do you have any thoughts on this?
My thoughts are pretty simple. Anybody that gives type of disrespect like that, fuck them.
literally.
I don't care what the relation is. I don't care what they've done in the like.
Okay, what if it was your mom?
See, but
that's a grandma. Some people's I don't understand her. She doesn't sound like she had the closest relationship because she met her at 21. But some people do have the grandma relationship where it's just like, that's grandma though. Like, I don't really care. I feel like if she grew up with this grandma from birth, that she might be have a different perspective.
From the sounds of this is that almost everything that's going on with these people she's talking about, there's not an understanding of like, oh, that's just her character. It's more like, nah, what you're saying is fucked up. Like, you're not right in the head with everything that you're saying, and I don't agree with the things that you're saying, and I feel like something wrong is going to be said during my time where I spent all this money of making this my special day. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
it's just like,
I feel that.
You know, so yeah, that's why.
So yours is just a hard no stance.
Yeah, hard
no. And yours is like a soft no.
Yeah. I also think that like the idea of like that's grandma though, or like that's mom though, is part of what perpetuates the cycle. You know what I mean? Because you're giving people passes like just because of their relationship to you and not because of their behavior.
Okay.
You know?
So my suggestion is a little bit in the middle, but it's a little bit more of a compromise, and not really a compromise because you shouldn't have to compromise, but it's more of an idea. I feel like the problem is that there's not enough communication directly with the grandmother saying that these are like, yes, there's probably she's aware of the issues, but if you are contemplating inviting her there, you should say that I'm inviting you here, but we don't want any problems. And if we feel like anything, I think, first of all, her even bringing up the fact, like, yeah, we want you here, but we don't want any problems, is might cause some problems. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I mean. Yeah.
But that's the sign right there. If that causes problems, that's her sign for her to not be there. But it needs to be said that it is not the most healthy environment based off of their history, so that they have to make sure that they navigate it in a safe way. So I have to be like, if we're coming, we cannot talk about these things. You cannot be rude to these people. This is how it's going to go.
Disclosure.
Exactly. And if she handles that well and she really cares enough to come, she shows that she really wants to come if she's willing to leave the country. So I am normally on the side of like, I don't give a fuck if they're family. I'm usually on your side of the hard fuck no. Like, you're disrespecting, you're doing all these things that I don't like. But she is expressing some sort of like, I don't want to feel guilty about this in 10 years.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, you know, I understand how it feels to like to have family members and stuff like that you don't necessarily have the best relationship with, but at the same time, you're still wondering like if something did happen to them, it would bother me. You know what I'm saying? And I would still have a form of regret in terms of certain things. So, yeah, I think my advice is to have a little bit more dialogue in terms of like, these are the conditions. Okay. And if that's not acceptable to you, or even if this conversation is too offensive to you, which I think it might be knowing my history with Caribbean elders, then fuck them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's already sounding like you're very close to fuck them. It sounds like the relationship is only existent because of your ability to keep on being able to take blows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like, bro, talking about a child that passed away, saying that the mother killed, like, those are some things that are like traumatic to even speak about, that some people really can't come back from. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that you weren't somebody, both of you, the mother and the grandmother, weren't somebody who raised her from young, which means like, nigga, who are you? Father
and grandmother.
Father, that's what I said, right?
I think you said mother.
Okay, yeah. So father and grandmother, I feel like, yo, that keeps more of that. It's like there might be a conflicting thought of like, I've always wondered about my relationship with you my whole entire life or something like that. And then when you finally get it, it's not what you expected it to be. Yeah. So there might be a little bit of that in there, but at the same time, I feel like there still has to be a little bit of selfishness when it's your wedding.
True. Yeah, that was kind of my idea, because it's a moment that's supposed to be a good memory for you. But then to remember it as like, oh, this happened and then this happened and it was a whole mess. It's like, oh, if you can avoid it, you know what I mean?
How are you guys saying? How good are you guys with saying like, yo, fuck family? Like, in terms of like a family member that, like, it could be like a grandmother, a sibling, anybody besides, let's say your. I know you guys both love your moms, so besides your moms, is there family members that you're just like, okay, no matter what, I just can't disrespect this person. I'll always like, you know, I can never say fuck this person.
I think because of the dynamic that I have with my family, it'd be like, I don't really have a reason to say like, fuck this family member.
But what if they cross the line in some type of way? Would you be open to cutting them off, or do you feel like you just can't?
I mean, so this is a bit of a
Like, think about her situation.
This is a bit of a heart jerker, but like, for instance, like my one cousin who passed away, we were kind of in the talk, like we talked a little bit like here and there, and then I heard about the fact that he was basically like a klepto. So like he'd be stealing from like our grandma and stuff like that, and like be stealing from people's houses, like for like family members and stuff like that. He'd be stealing and shit, and I'm just like, like I just don't have the gut to deal with somebody who steals from people that are close with them, because I had a best friend that stole from his brother, and like his brother's one of those people that like you could ask him for anything and he'll do what he can to help you. You know what I mean? And when I found out that he stole from, especially the amount that he stole from him, like I can't even.
So you don't talk to that cousin? Or you said he passed away?
He passed away.
And do you regret that, not talking to him at all?
A little bit. I think it's only because he passed away that I regret it.
Yeah, everyone's gonna pass away one
But
day,
at the same time, it's just a part of my character. Like, if I find out that you steal from people that love you, like, I'm just like,
okay, your grandmother in this position, would you invite your grandmother? No. Let's put ourselves in her shoes. 100%. Would you invite your grandmother?
100% no.
Remember, you just met this grandmother at 21.
Yeah.
It's not your grandmother from birth.
You got to tell her turn your yard.
And I relate to that because I don't know my grandparents on my mother's side. So if I was to meet them at an older age, they're strangers to me. No,
So I think
I would probably be on a fuck you tip still.
With me, I would not invite my grandmother, but if like there was a bunch of people that were super adamant, people that I cared about were super adamant about like letting her come.
Yeah, how much people want her there besides you?
Yeah, you know
that
what
matters.
I mean?
It sounds like nobody else really wants you there, but but the only thing that makes me even have another side to this is her saying that I don't want to feel guilt in 10 years. The fact that that's on her mind, she has a big heart, clearly.
Yeah,
you know, so. Yeah. I hope that we gave enough insight to maybe helping guide your decisions. Obviously, like we would all make different decisions at this. Yeah, we all have different thoughts, and I would like to get an update, even if you just want to give us something to read out to update our audience. Like this was our decision, and this is what happened. Yeah. We'd love to update the audience. So thank you so much for writing our first letter. You'll always hold a special place in our hearts for that. And can we get a round of applause for Jane? Okay, now to continue our Chat2Much broadcast.
Yes.
Okay, so it's now time for our segment. Oh, before our segment. Before the segment.
We tell y'all wagwan right now. We'd like to remind you, obviously, after just reading out our first Chat to Us segment, make sure you send shit to us at info@chat2much.com. While you're also doing that, make sure you follow us on all social media platforms, because we try to post every single day on Snapchat, on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube. We are posting lots of videos. If you want to catch our live stream so you can hear a little banter before we actually start the show, you can find us on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitch, Kick, and Rumble. And every single Monday, you will be able to find the audio on your favorite streaming platforms like Amazon Music, Audible, Spotify, and Apple Podcast. So now it's time for Wagwan right now.
You guys know Rumble's Canadian?
A lie?
I didn't know
found that out.
That's hard.
Rumble's Canadian.
That's hard.
Nice.
Because Rumble is the one that like I only found out about when I was listening to like I discovered Andrew Tate, and then like literally a month later, like he got canceled. So you
all the canceled people went to like Rumble.
So yeah, so you couldn't find shit about him, and then I discovered Rumble, and I was like, oh wow.
So you're an Andrew Tate fan?
I wouldn't say I'm a fan. It's just at the time when I discovered him, I was like, oh, like this guy's
a top G.
Let's chill.
You didn't think that when you first saw him?
What's that?
You didn't think like, oh shit, this guy knows something. Like when you first, like your first impression.
It was more that he was like an interesting person.
Okay.
You know?
I was just wondering what the fuck the hype was about. I wasn't gravitated to him ever. Like I was never somebody who was like I don't have a problem with him. I'm not one of the people who super hate him, but I'm not one of the people who just like look up to him as like a person to be. I feel like he's a funny, entertaining guy, but I feel I also feel like he's a capper and a manipulator. You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure. Oh, I 100% believe that like only like 50% of the shit he says, he actually means it.
Yeah.
Like I really do feel like that a lot of shit he says, he just says it because he knows that like people are gonna be in an uproar about it and shit like that, you know?
I showed him a clip. I guess I could show it to you eventually, but it's a 3-minute video.
Fucked.
But he's like, there's the 5 types of races, bro. he's saying some dumb shit.
Word. So on Wagwan right now.
So first,
Nigga ain't even pull up the clip yet. God damn.
shut your face, nigga. Okay.
Right.
Oh, sorry.
You know we like to start off with the news.
Yeah.
So what's happening in the world right now? There's been another shooting at the White House.
Bomber Clark. Why am I for shoot up the
Put it on the screen.
PSO?
Can you put it on the screen?
Okay, I will.
He's acting like we're the ones being annoying for asking him to do his job.
No, I was saying that in a tone of like, okay, I will. Like, okay.
What does the description say? Where
The
it says more?
description says yesterday about 30 shots, god damn, were fired outside the White House. Secret Service reportedly rushed the press who were on the North Lawn into the press briefing room. ABC reporter Selena Wang was in the...
Sorry, this is very unprofessional.
I definitely said it like that on purpose. Was in the middle of filming when the shots rang out. Oh shit! Okay, so this is a live thing.
Wait. When
this video's crazy.
when was this posted?
This is the beginning of the week.
Oh, fuck. Oh, also, it's
Just
not
click
even
on the-
connected. Hold on. It's not connected to the thing. Someone said take off your glasses.
Nah, nigga, I'm cool. I'm a cool guy, like the emoji.
Emoji.
Wait, what's not connected to what?
Yeah. Make sure it is. Yeah. Facts.
The volume?
No. Yeah. Just go to settings,
Yeah, I fixed it.
Can you stop
It should be
fucking with this shit, nigga?
You know?
bro. I use my computer.
Okay, then change it back.
I forget.
You have a job, nigga. God damn it.
Okay, let's hear this. Fuck!
You didn't fix it. That's my
Oh
point.
my God.
Fam, I literally went to...
Can you pause it?
Oh, bumper clap. Yo,
Holy fuck.
This is a fucking mess.
This is an unprofessional broadcast.
Honestly, like, yo, good thing we're you know what?
The man changed the volume and said I fixed it. I was like, all right,
no,
man.
I switched the sound, the output device.
That's not how
This
it
is
works.
your part, nigga. This is your fault, nigga.
Yeah.
How's this,
Facts.
bro?
How is it not your fault?
Facts, this is your
You
fault,
changed
bro.
it and didn't change it back.
If you know
forgot.
we're podcasting, you should think, oh shit, I have to change the shit back that I changed.
I'm not gonna
Holy
lie. I
fuck.
could also blame you because you're the one that sets it up. You could just check it.
Okay, you have a little bit of accountability. You do.
I do still.
Might still blame you.
I still blame him still.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, sorry. So let's refresh the bomba clot.
Oh my god! All right,
And then I'm gonna pause it as soon as it comes up because you know that's what producer does.
And make sure the volume.
And then make
is-
sure it's unmuted and ting.
can we check the
And then-
comment just to see if it shows like when it was posted or
It was
does
posted out like this week, 100%.
Oh,
Yeah. So here we go.
President Trump has said a deal is close, only for the two sides to remain far apart.
Hold on.
Yo, there needs to be a Jamaican cover for this.
Yo, fam, why did it take her so long to take in that gunshots were
Nah,
going
that's
off?
a very regular reaction. I've seen, fam, have you ever been around when gunshots came out, fam? At first, you don't really like.
Yes.
It's like a word. First, it's like you have to be like, is that fireworks? What is that? And then when you realize what the fuck's going on, you're like, oh shit. Like I think that was a very common reaction. You refresh that. Start from the jump.
it's always interesting to see how people react when like there's situations like this. Because I saw one shorty.
Someone said that's how Oreo Crescent was.
Right beside the basketball court. I was trying to work on a jump shot, Cody.
Trump has said a deal is close, only for the two sides to remain far apart.
She waited till someone behind her said something. Have you seen her eyes?
Yeah.
Niggas are having a fucking war out there. What the
That
fuck?
President Trump has said.
Well, they said 30 shots.
Yeah.
That definitely
Holy
sounded like 30. But like the fact that you
smokes.
didn't react until after like 6, that's crazy.
Yeah, the
bro.
first one would be like,
Can you
"Wait,
just
what was
actually
that?"
Google? Fuck this shit. Like, Google what the fuck happened after this.
Yeah.
Like, did anybody die? Did anybody get arrested? I seen that. I'm like, oh, let me just add it to the itinerary. I didn't even really like look more into it.
White House Hamilton.
Why-
White House shooting, nigga.
But yeah, it's always interesting to see how like people
May
react.
23rd, there was your
May
answer.
23rd? Okay.
Suspect killed.
Oh my God.
Bomba Club.
Yo, man, they're not playing, man.
Yo. They said, yo, you think you're a shooter, fam? Wait till you see our shooters, fam.
Niggas are really coming after Trump, fam.
Yeah,
What the
that's
fuck?
fucked.
Yo,
A gunman who shot at a White House security checkpoint was killed in an exchange of fire with Secret Service agents on Saturday evening. Officials have confirmed the suspect was Nazir Best, a 21-year-old, a young buck, nigga. The nigga was, that's what you call ambition. You need a little bit of ambition, nigga. That nigga.
What the fuck? That's not ambition.
That's ambition, nigga. It was some bad ambition. Ambition can be used poorly, but ambition is ambition, nigga. He got up and he had plans that day. You know what I'm saying? The suspect was Nazir Best, a 21-year-old man. The Metropolitan Police Department told the BBC.
Pause.
He reportedly was known to police and had a documented history of mental health conditions. Gunfire rang out after 1800 local time. Reporters filming outside ducked and ran for covers inside the White House. U.S. President Donald Trump was at the White House but was unharmed. He thanked officers for the swift and professional action. The shooting comes a month after a gunman opened fire at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Yeah, I think that's all we need to know. The nigga died.
That's crazy. Wait.
Sucks
No.
to
It
suck.
says it began when Best pulled a gun from his bag and began firing outside the White House.
Yeah, that sounds like how it happened. Nigga pulled out a gun and started shooting.
A
That's what happened.
bystander was wounded in the shooting.
Oh, a bystander got hit?
Yeah.
Good thing it wasn't Miss Wang.
Miss Wang.
Damn.
Yo, AJ's really pressed about these sunglasses. Is it hard for you to read the TV with the sunglasses on?
No. Yeah,
It looked like it is because man's are like, look like when Drake is streaming.
honestly, every single episode you take in, like I always lean forward to read.
Saying you need glasses like me.
I might. I don't know.
Damn. I'm going for my first fucking eyeglass eye test.
Rest in
like
peace to the
years.
gunman who nigga starts talking about his eyes right now, nigga. So there was a shooting at the White
rest in
House.
peace to the gunman?
Nigga died. He's 21. I'm sure that he had a whole life ahead of him. Mental health issues. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Why do you feel like we can't say rest in peace to someone just because they did bad things while they're alive?
Fuck that, nigga.
Because that's
Go to prison, it's all right. Whoop they do. We go to prison.
Good call. But you know, shout out to the people, the kind officers and Secret Service agents that kept everybody safe.
kept Donald Trump safe.
All right.
Rest
So
in
what
peace
I'm
to that
gonna
man,
so what I'm gonna do for this next thing is I'm actually gonna open up both of the tabs, fam.
Okay, somebody's learning.
You know,
Okay, growth.
this isn't my first time. Still,
Growth. You know, after
I'm
we read the
acting-
BBC article, we found growth. Hey yo, pause. Why for that?
Why?
We don't have a drop for why for that?
I'm telling you, we need more.
Fuck, bro. We're slacking.
Super slacking. All right. So
In
this
more
next-
Negro news,
wow,
this is
hard.
actually Negro news.
That's hard. Negro news.
This is actually some Negro news right now.
Okay, I think Negro news is gonna be what
to
we're
the
gonna
other
call what we're gonna call our the segments after Wagwan right now.
Okay, Negro news. For all the ghetto shit we talk about, it's like Wagwan right now, then the semicolon or the colon, and it's like Negro news. Okay, so put it on the screen, please.
On the screen it there.
All-Star JR, our former Defensive Player of the Year, he got his award taken away because currently he's in federal custody for a gun charge and has now been charged in Harris County with aggravated assault causing traumatic brain or spine injury for the shooting of NBA Ben 10, who prosecutor said suffered irreversible paralysis.
Masha.
So they finally admitted it.
Wait, no, he didn't admit shit. That nigga, you're gonna see in the next slide, that nigga is not giving up hope on moving his legs again. He is not giving up hope. Yeah, so it says All-Star JR, who is currently locked up on a federal gun charge, has now been charged in Harris County with aggravated assault. That's what I just fucking read. So they copied it for the fucking description.
Yeah.
So what we're going to see next in this slide is him showing how much movement he could move
Oh damn.
in his legs. Thank you so much.
Damn.
Wait, play it again. Yeah, okay.
That's crazy, bro.
That is so fucking sad, bro.
I mean, hey.
I feel like people like,
What are the comments saying? I was curious.
everybody's kind of just like, yeah, nigga, that's what you get type shit.
Wow! Shea shooting 2 free throws for what JR did.
Oh my God.
Yo,
I did want to mention ball, but
Spurs in 7. Holy
Spurs,
fuck.
nigga. OKC in 7, nigga.
Holy.
Yeah. So in this situation, this nigga's actually facing like 99 years type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit! Damn.
Because like originally it was self-defense, but like I said, like he got up after everything. No one was no longer a threat. This man literally shot the nigga while he was on the ground and then gun bucked him.
Yeah.
Like, so the man shot him while he was already incapacitated on the ground because he got shot in his neck. The man then shot him in his ass or some shit like that. And the thing is, they caught him on, when you read the actual details, the man tried to rinse the clip on him, but he ran out of bullets. So he was actually trying to execute the man after he was no longer a threat. I think he deserves prison. What do you guys think?
I don't think he deserves. I don't
think he deserves to go to jail, bro.
I don't think he deserves 99 years though. I don't think he deserves
Not
like
99
life,
years.
You know what I mean?
But
I think it was just
at least
like
10.
passion.
Nah,
you know what I
you
mean?
paralyze someone, bro. 20 years that.
But you don't control that.
You shoot somebody when you didn't have to. Yeah, you do control that.
You think it was that shot that paralyzed them?
It doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. You went out of your way. Like, it's like if somebody robs your house and then they're running away, you can't shoot them in their fucking back. So what makes you think that you could shoot niggas? You also shot people who weren't even involved. And then you got up after you shot niggas, then went over him and then shot him in his ass, and your intent was to kill him because you tried to rinse the fucking clip, but there was no more bullets. That nigga is a threat to society. What are we talking about? He's a threat to society. We get it. At first, it was self-defense, but we have to realize that nigga was trying to execute him.
Yeah. The way I see it,
I wouldn't consider him a threat to society though.
The way I see it, fam, if a man tried to off me and rob me while trying to off me, and I have the opportunity to off you, fam, you're probably getting offed, fam.
Okay, watch this. So you guys are basically agreeing with Chat the Builder.
No.
So you think that it's necessary, it's equal force for he got punched in the face and decided to shoot a nigga. That person got jumped and decided to shoot niggas and then went back and shot the nigga more. You think, how is that justified?
But okay, so I don't think he's a threat to society. That's what I was saying. I wasn't saying that like he's not he shouldn't go to jail. I'm just saying he's not a threat to society. I see someone who like, okay, an example, Chud the Builder is a threat to society because he made it like his mission to go around antagonizing people. That is a threat to society. I can imagine
he wasn't hurting anybody.
Someone who actively
He was hurting feelings.
But Chud wasn't actually. I wouldn't even say Chud the Builder was a threat to society. He's a nuisance to society.
Okay,
in my opinion, but he's not a
fair.
threat. He wasn't actually going around. He was going around antagonizing.
Yeah,
you know. But like this nigga, I feel like you're a threat if you get jumped and you feel like the reasonable response is to then murder. Like I do feel like you have a little bit screws loose. You don't think? Like you don't think that? Like,
I would say Rampage Jackson's son is a threat to society,
but not the nigga who tried to literally stand over somebody and then rinse the clip until they die. You don't think that's a little bit of a threat?
Nah.
So what do you think? So that means that under any way where he feels angry or threatened or harmed, he feels like the justifiable action is to then murder. You feel like that's a safe person?
No. I think that because the circumstances were different. Like in the circumstances where like he was actually in danger, whether bodily harm or actually like in danger, fear for his life.
But he went back after he was no longer in danger to then, like, think about it. You shot mad niggas, you get up, you walk away, you're like, okay, coast is clear. Fuck this nigga. You shot him to the fucking clip was rinsed, and then you gun bucked him.
Listen, I do understand.
Then you gun bucked him, dude. That's a real excessive shit.
I do understand, but at the same time, in the heat of the moment,
that's what I'm saying.
Of like everything
I'm talking
going
about
on,
what's legal, not the heat of the moment.
Okay, but fam, you have to think about it logically and realistically. Like, bro, niggas obviously were not thinking. No. Niggas was just like, wow, I'm getting beat the fuck up right now.
So you could go to court and say, I wasn't thinking stone. I was pissed.
Hey, what is it? Mens rea?
Nah, that's how you get either nobody died, so you're not getting a manslaughter, but that's like second degree type shit. That's like assault. Like, think about it. You can't go, there's no way that you could go to the court for anything and just be like, mans weren't thinking still, I was cheese.
I blacked out.
That's basically what you're saying.
I blacked out.
That's not an excuse to then go, fam, when has that ever been an excuse to then try to execute someone?
It's not. Yeah. But my argument is I feel like Rampage Jackson's son is more of a threat than him.
Okay, how much years are you giving him? I say 20. Give him 20.
20
Free the
years,
man.
fam?
I say 20, but he could get out in like 10, 15.
Free him.
Yeah, I would say 10. Give it 10.
Nah, the
years.
reason why is like I don't think he should do 20, but I'm going by like the United States and their fucked up laws, like in their states. Like I see niggas doing 50 for like selling weed and shit. So I'm just like, yay, for that nigga, you might have to hug at 20 bones because like what state? That was in Florida. Oh, that was in Florida, right?
Was it?
It's in Houston?
Houston.
Yeah.
Wow, we're
Houston,
fucking
Texas?
blind. See, you should take off those shades.
Fam, the man is in Texas. He's going down, bro. What do you mean? The Texas will be giving niggas 50 years. They give you 2 life sentences plus a burger. Like, what the fuck you mean? So that nigga, I think 20 is reasonable in Texas. They be giving death penalties and shit.
I mean, hey man. Hey man, shout out to the niggas that defend themselves.
Yeah, I'm on the side of defending yourself, but don't be excessive with it. Like you shot the first shots were reasonable, but going over a nigga and standing over him and pulling the like that is crazy. I think like that is insane.
Yeah.
He also has shit aim. I'm really thinking about that.
He doesn't have
you had
shit
all
aim. He
those
shot
fam.
niggas.
Okay, but fam, you're telling me you stood over a man, shot him. You didn't shoot him in like you didn't just give like a one headshot, smoke him. Like man, rinse the clip and the guy didn't even die.
You know what? I don't like how we're then now condemning the shooter for not killing. We're just like, damn nigga, you're not even good at killing. You couldn't kill the man. Thank you for God sparing this man's life and hopefully teaching him a lesson to make him progress in life.
I don't understand what the fuck. YouTube chat is being super weird. It's saying chat disconnected and then successfully connected and then chat disconnected and then successfully connected.
Fam, the listeners who watch this on Monday morning aren't gonna give a fuck.
Hey, it still works though.
Daniel, Wagwan Daniel. Man said, what are y'all talking about today? Damn, I went to watch and it was restricted. Had to go to my settings and do some shit.
Oh, damn, that's crazy.
Interesting.
Yo, Rooks is the technical guy. He be fucking up. We're looking for a next guy. If you know some technical shit, come join the team, fam.
Yeah, but just know it's free.
Yeah, free work.
Rashi Swag Bull, Wagwan Rashi.
Can we get a round of applause for Rashawn? It's my dog right there.
So Wagwan with Chief Keef and Katy Perry.
Yo, where's Justin Trudeau in all of this?
That's exactly my first thought. Because everybody was talking about like, damn, Chief Keef's fucking Katy Perry, bro. Just like, yo, I thought that was JT. I thought that was his ting.
Yo, I actually used to have a huge crush on Katy Perry when
She was like, when we were like grade 8, grade 9, she was like ranked the most beautiful woman on the planet.
Bro, especially with them titties upon her.
Ranked. She's not my style of like, to me, she looks like a basic white woman.
Isn't that your type though?
Huh?
Isn't that your type? I swear that's his type.
That's super his type.
I'd slap, sure, but if we're talking about like, if we're trying to romanticize a celebrity to be like the top of the list of something, she's not somebody who I would like romanticize or fetishize. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at her and be like, oh, if there's any white thing on the planet that I want, Katy Perry's my idealistic dream girl. Like, nah. Billie Eilish though? Titty Eilish though?
I'm gonna stay out that conversation.
Yo, Titty Eilish could catch it.
Oh,
Yo,
man.
my boy can't get over Shakira, but I don't understand it.
She don't have no body like that.
Yeah, his whole thing is hips don't lie.
The whole hips don't lie thing is overrated, fam. In my opinion, I be watching her hips don't lie thing, and I'm just saying that I seen girls do a little bit more just at the dance hall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, J-Lo's better than Shakira, in my opinion.
I agree too.
100%.
Yeah.
I agree.
J-Lo's untouchable, to be honest.
She's touchable.
Compared to? Compared to?
I'm not gonna do this.
All right, now,
Jenny from the block.
because this is about Katy Perry at the end
you
of the
still
day,
didn't put it
fam.
on the screen, nigga.
Yeah, because I haven't opened up the second thing yet. Oh, wow. She actually posted. That is fucking hilarious.
Can you put it on the screen so the fucking audience can see what the
Can
fuck
you
you're talking
not
about?
talk to me like that, bro? Like, what is your problem?
Sorry.
Damn.
I apologize. That was rude.
But yo, I didn't think this was an actual picture.
That picture is supposed to be second. So go to the first slide, please.
This is hard. This is the. Oh, never mind. Sorry. So here we go. Sosa.
These bitches love Sosa. Oh, and I know. And fucking with that old boy.
Wait, okay, everyone calm the fuck down.
Fam.
That's not that serious.
That was such a nothing burger.
No, wait. Do you think she's going though?
100%.
Oh yeah, 100%.
She's going for so you think that you think that Katy Perry would cheat on our beloved not beloved, he's the most hated fucking prime minister in history. You think that she would cheat on Justin Trudeau?
Yes.
Yes.
Why?
Because it's Chief Keef.
Nah.
Bitches love some. Fuck it with that. Oh, boy, you gonna get fucked up.
Okay. Wait. Isn't it amazing how Chief Keef could obtain this much aura since he was 16 years old? Like
Fam.
he just like he has like unlimited aura since like he was 16. Niggas asked how old he was. He said 300. Like what the fuck? Niggas had aura since he was 16.
That's crazy.
But yeah, go to the next slide. It's a little bit more of a less of a nothing burger because this is all for a purpose.
Okay,
they are dropping a song.
Hey!
It says Legendary Lovers tonight. This was posted today, so this is actually coming out tonight. So y'all who are listening on Monday morning will have already heard this. I want to know if it's going to be a good song. Katy Perry and Chief Keef. Do you guys think it's going to be a good song? Y'all going to add it to your playlist?
We'd have to hear the song first.
A comment says, Katy looking like Georgiana.
Someone said, Katy, put your hand down.
I'm dead. You guys do know who Georgiana is, right?
Isn't she the shark?
Yeah. She's that MAGA youth that has that one track and it goes, oh no, her favorite ad lib is
You don't know shark.
Nope. Yeah, Georgiana makes some tunes still.
Nah, I listen to good music. I'm sorry, that did not sound like something that would make me stop my scroll. But,
my God.
Yo, you see Chief Keef liked it and everything. Shout out to Chief Keef, you know.
Shout out to Chief and Keef.
I hope he knocked it down for the culture.
You know?
So this was kind of a nothing burger, but I felt like it was
But I feel like she's definitely going. You know what I mean?
Would you guys slap Katy Perry?
Who wouldn't? Honestly, now
I know some niggas who wouldn't slap her just because they're not into white things.
Now, honestly, yeah, now it's not the same.
I would still slap. She's rich as fuck.
I don't care.
You don't care about her net worth?
No.
Oh yeah, I would slap.
I
I
would
would
super
slap.
slap. Put it on the screen, nigga.
It's not the same.
Like, God damn.
It's really not the same. I used to be obsessed with like how like blue-eyed, big titties. But like this, I'm just like.
Do you feel like growing up with majority white people made you attracted to white girls growing up more?
It's white girls are attracted to me, so I had no choice.
Yeah, but I was just saying that. Do you feel like it had to do with do you feel like your conditioning growing up made you a little bit more attracted to like naturally to white women?
Nah.
Because like the whole, I've never had like, ooh, big titty, blue eyes type thing. It's just like, you know. Well, I don't feel like that would be a standout.
I feel like that's just a standardized like combo that is generally attractive, unless you don't like big titties.
Nah, but big titty, blue eyes usually.
But if it's like,
the thing about it, black women
are
are usually known for a fat ass and not blue eyes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you specifically say big titties, blue eyes, it sounds like you are talking about a white woman specifically. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really imagine many other races when you say big titties, blue eyes. So I'm just wondering do you feel like your conditioning growing up around majority white people had something to do with your attraction to white women? This is a deep question because you grew up around more black women, right?
Yeah.
And you have an attraction to black women, right?
Yeah.
Mine's a little bit more mixed because in Toronto, I feel like it was a very multicultural environment, but it was majority black women, and I didn't really like white girls until I had no choice to when I moved to Hamilton. So, yeah, this nigga scrolling, looking at Katy Perry for a minute, fam. Like, this nigga
I'm really trying to see what people are seeing, and I'm just not seeing it, fam.
I'm seeing Justin Trudeau.
She's Katy Perry.
Yeah, but
okay, so she looks like
slap.
So
but
she
like,
looks
when I
like
look at this, I'm like
she looks like
You've
like
slapped
that.
less. You
That's what
slapped
I'm
things that
saying.
have way less. Like, what are you talking about? You
I'm
slapped
just
girls with
nodding.
smaller titties and less ass.
Yeah, but that's not why I slapped them.
Okay.
I'm just looking. I'm literally just looking at this and I'm like.
So you wouldn't fuck Katy Perry? Look at this nigga lie. Watch him. He's about to lie. So you wouldn't fuck Katy Perry, Rooks?
I probably would like.
I hate when niggas lie, bro.
You know what I hate?
How are you gonna tell me about what I would do? Yeah, that's what you're gonna say, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
because that's the dumbest shit.
Wait.
That what?
I feel like you're a liar.
You're saying you're not into white MILFs.
When the fuck did I say that?
Bro, she looks like the average white MILF, and like you're saying, nah, I wouldn't fuck. That's the whole point.
Okay, hold on. Let's get something clear here. If I am not allowed to just look at a woman and say, yeah, no, I probably wouldn't.
Yeah, and we're allowed to call you a liar. We know the bitches that you fucked, bro. I was like, damn, you turned down Katy Perry and she's rich and she's famous? Nigga, you're lying, bro. Like, well, she probably has a different aura, but moving on. Yeah. What's the next on the itinerary?
No, listen, I understand like the idea that, oh, you know, she's not that attractive. It's not like, oh my God, it's Katy Perry. But like, if it's like, oh, she's offering the pussy.
Like,
cannot say
like
no.
You fucked last one. What the fuck? Why wouldn't you fuck Katy Perry? Like what?
But fair enough. Maybe he has a different opinion.
She probably has some crazy Hollywood sex. She probably fucking once you fuck a bitch that famous, you're automatically into Illuminati. You think so?
Maybe.
You fuck a bitch that famous, you're in the Illuminati, nigga. Like you're in the Illuminati.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
So, can you put this on the screen, please?
All right.
It says, DJ Head says some LA DJs felt conflicted playing Drake's Too Hard for the Radio because of certain lines. So he made his own edited version, removing the bars aimed at a specific people so DJs could still spin the record. DJ Head says that the edit is free and available for anyone that wants to play the song without those parts. We don't want to disrespect the homies. So first, before we press play on this, what do you guys think about Too Hard for the Radio, the song by Drake?
Too hard for the fucking radio.
Is that one of your favorite songs on the project?
Nah, not me.
Yeah, you say you didn't like that song. That's one of my favorite songs on the project.
Especially the beat switch where it's the
bro. When I put me to the pond, when I lost Big Nutty, I took it hard. Like, are you dumb? Come on. Yo, I feel like that song is so sick. Definitely an outside summer song. But regardless, whether you like it or not, this nigga is an affiliate of Kendrick Lamar. They're in Los Angeles, so there's a little bit of politics when it comes to playing records by the ops. But not really, because he's the only one who came up with this fucking idea, and everybody thinks it is corny as fuck. But I would like to witness this corniness with our own eyes. We don't have to watch the whole thing, so once it starts like getting irrelevant, we could just click stop.
Can I speed it up?
Yeah,
speed it up.
Let's go. 1.5.
Speed
Let's
it
go.
up.
The Too Hard for the Radio is controversial because on one side, I've gotten that he's intentionally trying to drive a wedge between LA and the Bay. I don't buy that. I don't subscribe to that. The Bay and LA, we fuck with each other. I'm not contributing to that conversation or narrative that there's gonna be like you're not gonna do that with me or my platform.
Wait, what you're saying? You don't believe that he's doing it, or you're saying it's impossible to happen?
Nothing's impossible. I'm not participating in that though. And that narrative of like yeah, well, the LA shouldn't support that song because it's him. It's like no, nigga, if the niggas want to hear the records, play the records. I don't like it. Don't whatever, cool. But for the people who. For the DJs, I'll say this, for the DJs who feel conflicted, if you go to djhead.com, I have an edit of Too Hard for the Radio that you can play without disses in it. It's just a DJ Head edit that you can play free of charge. You can download it. Go to
fucking cornball.
What did you remove?
Well, he said something about mustard. He said something about I forgot. It was like a couple of things he said. I don't remember the bars, but I just remember it was like some little slick shit that he said. So those things have been removed, and you can play the DJ Head version free and clear with guilt free.
Who's the targeted consumer for that song? For your edit?
For my edit, for the DJs.
Where?
In LA.
Because we don't want to disrespect mustard.
Because people feel conflicted about playing a song that's taking shots at the homies. So this one doesn't have that.
It's a little contradiction.
Why?
She's going in.
The people who wouldn't play it.
Shout out to Gina Views.
Oh, because it's taking because
when did we ever give a fuck about niggas taking shots at each other and them? Because we'll play some shit from some niggas from LA taking shots at niggas from LA.
Yeah. No, there's definitely I get what you're saying, 100%. But I made the edit, so it's there for you to have.
You're benefiting off of a Drake song.
I'm not charging nothing.
You're not charging nothing, but it will drive traffic to your website.
I'm not monetizing my website.
I didn't say that. I said drive traffic. You see how a nigga will flip your words in your face?
Well, I'm not. Yeah. Okay. Well, I could put it on somebody else's website.
Wait, pause.
She gave some mustard.
Are they on a show together, or
Yeah, they're
is
on
he
a
just
show
a
together.
guest?
No, they're on a show together.
Cause she's going in on this man.
Yeah, she's being a real nigga. Because no, you know what it is? Is that like they're obviously on the West Coast. They're on Kendrick Lamar's side. They're side of the West Coast. But Gina has been pretty fair, right? So what I do think though is that when you hear something so outrageously corny, you know how it's going to be received by the audience. When we're watching this live and we're just like, this nigga's so corny for even doing this shit, right? She's thinking the same shit and she can't fake the funk because that's your partner. So she knows she's not going to be disrespectful, but she's going to offer some sort of reasonable pushback to her. That's why she's being nice. She's asking him reasonable questions, but she's making him look in the mirror.
Finished it. Yeah.
It's
almost
done
anyways.
I don't think he's gonna play it either way. Okay, so
wait. I do want to know, did you actually like that song? I thought that would have been your favorite one from that song.
I like the song. So there's a couple things that, and I don't know how much I can get into it, but the second half of that song, I don't know why he did so many beat switches on this album.
He does that. He's done that multiple times on multiple albums.
But to me, it's just a lot on this one. I don't know. Maybe I'm just.
It's more music. It's more of the rap music.
Got you.
It's just more of it. It's no different than all of the make thems. all of the make them.
Okay, got you.
If we would have got one Iceman album, we probably would have only got one make them. If that makes sense, we wouldn't have.
Yeah.
I mean, not one Iceman. If we would have got Iceman, Habiti, and Maid of Honor like all in one, obviously we wouldn't have gotten 40 songs.
Yeah.
We probably would have got like 17 or something. But we would have only had a few versions of certain songs on there.
Yeah.
So that's probably why it's standing out so much. Because like you said, he's doing it so much on these albums and it's standing
Shout
out
out
to you
to
more than
Gina,
you
bro,
have
for being
before.
I
objective.
probably also haven't like deep dove into them, like to know like there's been a lot of beat switches, but to me it just seemed like it was just too many beat switches.
I still haven't like done a deep dive.
Yo, DJ.
Interesting.
Yo, they call
The 2 on
DJ
radios
Head.
is controversial because
Stop your eyes.
They call DJ Head DJ Dickhead, bro. This guy is
Wait, what's the comments? Are they comments?
everybody's roasted him.
Replies?
There's replies, yeah. Nah, that's two replies. You have to scroll down more.
See,
Y'all niggas don't use Twitter.
Nope. This proof that these niggas will do anything for bread and have no motion without Drake. Because if a
Facts.
nigga drop a song dissing my homie, I'm not spinning it at all. Fuck making an edit. This nigga a hoe.
Yo, Twitter niggas are the most ruthless niggas on the planet, bro. Yo. The downfall of the West Coast is sad. The Cold War is over. However, you have to be one big dumbass to tell the world how you edit lines in a song because of beef. But your friend made a song about pedophilia. Not only do you spin it, but it's your friend's song, so you spin it. Yo, take it. Imagine if they made Not Like Us, but they said, yo, we like this song, but we're going to take out the A minor part because Drake's our boy.
Yeah.
Like, imagine Not Like Us without A minor. That would be crazy.
Yeah.
Niggas are whack, fam.
yeah.
In terms of Too Hard for the fucking radio, like I love that song. Like I love the disses in it because he is dissing people all over that fucking song.
City, bitch. We remember that.
Nah, my favorite diss of that song when he's just like, y'all was really island hopping back then. Now your names got redacted, and now a nigga got a fact check. Like, you know, he's talking about Jay-Z and Pusha T because they're on the Epstein list.
Yeah.
He said, y'all was really island hopping back then. Now your names got redacted and a nigga got a fact check. Like that's, it makes me think it's just like, damn, is Drake making these songs and then be like, this happened? Oh shit, I got a line for this because this happened. Because that happened not too long ago, you know? So the man's like, let me just replace this line. Or do you feel like he made that song within that short amount of time?
I feel like I witnessed it a lot that artists will have a whole song done and then they'll literally just take like one bar and be like, but this happened, so let me just replace it.
The recent event bar.
Yeah.
Okay, but in regards to the entire DJ Head situation, what do you guys think about the idea of making a diss-free song
Idiot thing.
to play for DJs? You're a DJ.
Idiot
Do you
thing.
feel like you need that at all?
No. Idiot thing. Just don't play it.
Yeah, facts. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Like real shit. If you're really against it, just don't play it.
don't play it.
And if you like the song, then play it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but that's just like it make you seem like a halfway fan.
Yeah.
You know?
Because it's like you're probably never gonna hear me spin some Gunna. People might ask, but I'll probably just be like,
Christ, bro.
sorry, it's not in my playlist still.
It's like that.
Yeah.
As a DJ, you won't spin Gunna?
Yeah.
What about Fuck You Me?
No.
You're a bad DJ, bro.
Bro, what the fuck?
That's bad DJing, fam.
Is that? I'm curious though. Is that common in the DJ world?
No.
Yes, it is.
That common to be like, I'm not going to play this artist under any circumstances?
Niggas will not play R. Kelly. Niggas will not play.
Okay, but
some DJs
Kelly
will
has-
not play Diddy. Like,
Okay, those things have a reasonable pushback from the audience being like, these person committed heinous acts, where it won't be, there's women here. You know what I'm saying?
But there could be a whole crowd that's like, yeah, I won't mind some R. Kelly. Yeah, I won't mind some Diddy.
Okay, but at the end
But
of
if
the day,
the DJ's just like, nah, I don't play that.
I know, but look at what we're comparing it to. We're comparing it to Gunna.
It's still a personal preference of the DJ at the end of the day.
Okay.
But that's more like
That's just weird to
common
me.
though, no? I'm just talking about like there's just like specific artists, not ones that have like a big public record of bad things that they did. Just like, I just don't fuck with this person. You know what I mean? Like, oh, like they're from a different gang that I don't rap.
I think that makes you, but I think, literally,
that
I
definitely
think,
happens.
But I think that makes you a bad DJ. Don't interrupt me. Because this is what makes you a bad DJ. You are not, if you're starting to use your own personal preference of like, okay, this is the music that I like, but I don't like this, so I'm not going to play it. You are playing to cater to your crowd. If Fuck You Mean is a #1 hit song and it's on and it's everywhere right now, and this is what people will get amped to, and this is what the crowd will respond best to, as a DJ, it is your job to cater to the crowd. So I feel like it's bad DJing to not play any Gunna just because you feel like he snitched. But yet there's other snitches that you'll play.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's a good point.
You can still be a very good DJ and play music catering to your audience without playing one certain artist.
and your reasoning behind playing the artist is not even personal at all.
It doesn't,
and it's hypocritical. It's just literally like overall it's bad DJing, in my opinion. It's not.
You don't have to have any reason.
But fam, if I'm a DJ, if I'm having a wedding and I hire you as a DJ and I say, yo, nigga, you have to play Gunna because that's my favorite artist, you can't say no, nigga. What the fuck?
Okay, you're talking about a wedding versus me being at a club. At a club, it's like, yeah, just play the club bangers, you know, be a good DJ and play whatever club bangers there are. But it's like, if you're at a wedding, someone's spending thousands of dollars for you to come and DJ for 8 hours. Or
you don't think that a club DJ has an obligation to entertain the crowd, which means that if a song is number one in the country right now and it's gonna guarantee happiness and success, and you're not playing it because of your own personal preference, you don't feel like that is a disservice to the person who's paying you to entertain the crowd?
Clubs pay shit.
So now you're then saying they pay whatever you charge at the end of the day. You're the one
not
who
always.
Okay, but you are choosing what money to take. So because you're choosing what money to take and you're blah, 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 you can't now be like, oh, you don't pay me enough money to play the music that you want me to play. Like, in my opinion, that's bad DJing. Like, you could say it's not bad DJing because you could still have a successful night without it. But the fact that you're not putting the crowd and everything else above your own personal grievances, that's bad business in my opinion. And I'm not trying to like make you lose any potential customers, but you should try.
I do DJs and Stag and Does. I don't do clubs, so I don't care.
Okay, I'm just saying. Hey, if you do Stag and Does, don't ask for no Gunna. He might not want to.
I don't do. Black people don't do Stag and Does. This
nigga praises the white man, fam.
I'm sorry, they're the ones that pay me the most. My bad.
Okay, so because the white man pays you the most, you should praise them. Oh my God.
Who said I'm praising them?
I just said you praise the white man. You said, hey, well, they're the one who pay me the most. That's literally what you just said.
Hey, all I'm saying is weddings and Stag and Does, it's usually white folks that are paying me.
Damn.
So whose fault is that? Mine? or whose fault is it?
I don't praise people just because they pay me.
I wasn't praising them. I wasn't praising them. All I'm saying is that, hey, they're the ones that pay me because I don't really, you know.
Blue eyes and big titties. Blue eyes and big titties.
Blue eyes and big titties are great.
So moving on. What happened with
Billie Eilish has blue eyes and big titties. Maybe I'm the same as you.
Nah, she's too young for me.
How old is she?
I don't know. Young. She's younger than AO.
Is she?
Pretty sure.
Nah, she's not.
She's like 25, fam.
There's no way she's younger. No. Oh, she's older than me.
Is she?
Yeah, it's 01. I'm 02.
Oh.
Just by a little bit, yeah.
Say word. 24.
24, yeah.
Interesting.
She turned 25 in December. She has a late birthday.
Yeah. So like just a little bit.
Niggas tried to put that weird jacket on me. Nah, nigga. Nah, doing some adult titties jokes.
You know what it is though? I think it's because like when I first actually started listening to Billie Eilish,
she was a youth and too young.
She was literally like 18 and I'm like, oh.
I wasn't even attracted. No, it was just one day I woke up, I'm just like, damn, she's actually kind of fun. Because like, it's just like I woke up one day, I seen her and like, she looks like the fine that you could find regular. Like she looked like a regular type of fine. She doesn't look like Ice Spice. It looks like, damn, where is she? They create her at in a lab. Like someone like Lotto. Like they're so sexy, it's like they look unrealistic. Billie Eilish just looks like a naturally beautiful, realistic girl.
Have you guys seen the image of like Ice Spice on like the volleyball team or some shit like that? She looked like an average girl, no?
She isn't. She's a normal person.
Yeah, but you were just talking about how like
with all the glow and glam.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So it's just interesting how like money can just.
But when you're not, you see a girl when they go to work versus when they go to club, fams. Girls can put that shit on and completely transform. But some girls, the level is that some girls can transform to the point where they're like, whoa, where they build that at. And then some girls, even at their best transformation, they're just like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So there is levels to how big a girl could glow up. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's the hair, the booty shorts.
It depends. Some people have natural assets that they can accentuate differently. So it's like some girls, you don't even notice that they have such a nice ass or whatever, but then they wear something specific.
Like the booty shorts.
They wear a certain outfit and then they put their hair a certain way and and everything comes together and you're just like, God damn. Didn't even know she was that fine.
All right. So next up we have
Tony Hinchcliffe.
Which slide do you want?
I think it's the first one. Like the other one. No, the right one.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay. Before we get directly into this topic, can we get a round of applause for our Tony Hinchcliffe clip doing really well, continuing to do really well?
Shout out.
How much are we at? We're like at 50K, no?
Huh?
We're almost at like 50K for this clip, right?
TikTok's over probably 75K now.
Oh, on TikTok.
Yeah. And then
Damn, on Instagram is doing well too.
Instagram, it's 43 or 44 or something.
Yeah,
like that.
so we clearly had controversial opinions about this. And about if you guys haven't been tuned in to our last few episodes, there's been the Kevin Hart roast that we covered, and it's doing really well on the clips that we're doing. And Tony Hinchcliffe said some things that were perceived as racist. Well, they were fucking racist, but it was a roast. So there's context based on whether it was acceptable or not.
Yeah.
And we have Tony Hinchcliffe's response, and Kevin Hart got a ton of backlash, like a ton. Dr. Umar was mad at Kevin Hart. Like everybody was mad at Kevin Hart because of because of his stance of not pushing back against Tony Hinchcliffe and the rest of the comedians.
Okay.
So
Scott Edwards, fresh off of Los Angeles live last night, the roast of Kevin Hart was something else, huh? It's the first time I've been called a Nazi multiple times in just a few hours. I guess that's what LA writers' rooms, all these, a lot of mentally ill liberals out there that somehow with all these fucking blacks and Jews and Mexicans around me. I guess I'm a fucking racist. Nazi somehow. I guess the guy that pulls names out of a bucket, giving everybody an opportunity, is a Nazi. Isn't that something? I was by a bunch of people that have never written anything in their lives, that literally have just been reading cue cards and teleprompters every project they've ever done, with the inability to improvise whatsoever, no opportunity to have their own thought. They
just coming from his heart.
read what the writers wrote for them without any originality whatsoever. And the writers I used to work with, there's a few great writers in that writer's room, and the rest of them are just living in a bubble of mental illness, and it's very exciting. But, I mean, the most of it, you know what I mean? I got called a Nazi, gay, a racist over and over again. I'm none of those three things, a little fun fact. But they are they are fat, ugly, black, Jewish. Everything I said was real about them. Just a reminder. I woke up today and even though...
That's a good... Okay.
Even though every human that I've seen told me that it was unbelievable. There's news articles, because the news isn't real. Nothing is real. That say that I got lit up by Chelsea Handler, which is very, very funny, because that's not what happened at all. You can't believe anything you see or read on the news anymore. You have to actually watch the thing for yourself. She was a bit of a cunt, I'll tell you that. She just kept coming at me over. She said I took the Saudi Arabia money. She was like wrong about things. The writers just didn't do her any justice. And then the teleprompter, the fun fact, the teleprompter only went down during my set, and it gave me a lot of opportunity to remind Chelsea Handler what she looks like, and where her life is.
Yo, now I need to watch this set because I actually missed it.
She had it coming. You know, everybody wants to go up early in those things, and they put a lot of the people that they know will do good at the end, which is fucking bullshit, because some people turn off the television before that happens. And so what they don't realize, though, because they want to go up early when the crowd's all fresh, is that I'm sitting there watching what they're doing. So when Chelsea kept coming at me, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fuck this bitch up. Anyway, it was fun. We're back home. Shut up. We just got in. We're fresh off of Los Angeles.
Okay. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
Okay.
Do you guys feel like he handled it well?
Yeah.
Yeah. In my opinion, I feel like he didn't even really need to address it, because like,
I like that he did.
Yeah,
I'm the address it type of nigga.
Fair.
I like that
enough.
he addressed it and he made you like, okay, so everything that they said, every single thing that they said was fake, but everything I said was true. Like, yeah, okay. On a roast, everything, like real shit. I like the way that he delivered it, first of all. Yeah. And first of all, his delivery, because I never really took in his style of comedy, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that like he's so calm and just like, that's his white guy voice. Like, you feel like the calm little white guy voice thing. So, hey, so I was just doing my thing.
Yeah. I was called gay. I was called a racist.
I'm none of those things.
I'm none of those things. But when I, called people black and fat.
No, when he said blacks, that felt kind of racist. Because he was saying that he had like friends of different things. Like, he
was talking about the people that he has like on the like staff of his show.
I know, but when he said, I just feel like
it's the way that he said it in the white man voice.
It just felt kind of racist. I'm not gonna lie. The way he said, Like nobody like blacks. Like whenever you say blacks with the S, it just always feels a little bit of racist. Unless like say black people, you know what I'm saying? Once you say blacks, it just blacks because we don't refer to black people as blacks.
We used to in high school, but it was like
you were minorities.
It was like no, we actually were a big, large group of blacks. But it was like it's the same way where we'd be like niggas. We would just say blacks.
That's crazy.
That feels so racist, bro. But furthermore, Tony Hinchcliffe, it says kill Tony on a cup, so I don't know if this is his show or something.
That's what
the show is. Kill Tony.
Okay, it looks like an interesting show. I like
it's
the little,
bro. It's hilarious.
I like the whole dynamic of it.
That's where I forgot his name, but one guy blew up and he was like, "I like rocks. I keep them in my pocket." It was hilarious. We'd have to watch it after. But
I'm clearly uncultured in a lot of
but his whole thing is like he gives a lot of underground stand-up artists like a chance to like be seen and recognized. What?
Do you guys think you could do a stand-up?
No.
One set. You could come up with your best set ever. Because I think I could do one amazing set, but then I can't have a career, like go like be funny forever, like go places being funny. Like nah, but if I could come up with one set that I could practice with all my favorite stories and all my favorite joke bits that I like kind of do, I think I could come up with. I think I'd be good at it too.
I'd probably be able to do it because honestly, like being a DJ and like especially doing like Stag and Nose where I do have to do a lot of like talking and announcing and blah 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 and like make jokes here and there and like be relevant in like things that are going on. Yeah, I think I could do stand up.
Yeah, I'm good.
Not saying that it would be easy.
It would definitely not be easy.
It wouldn't be easy.
I don't think
like,
it'd be easy
at
all. But I think if I put my all into it and I practiced and I made my own set, I think I could perform pretty well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we're gonna see Kevin Hart's reaction to it. Everyone liked Tony Hinchcliffe's reaction, right? I think we're all unanimous in that. And because like people are mad because they think that that he's racist.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's racist, to be honest. I don't know.
Who, Tony Hinchcliffe?
Yeah, but I just don't care if he's racist or not.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's what, I remember how I said like there's different types of races. There's like the it's not really a big deal racist, and then it's like, oh yeah, this person's the problem. The people that were in the Tony Hinchcliffe comment section are problems.
Yes. On our clips, on our clip that went doing very well, it has how much, like 50,000 views.
Yeah.
It has thousands of comments on Facebook, and majority of them are racist white people. So
those guys.
They're just like George Floyd was a fucking
drug addict. Yeah, some shit like that. It's like
42.5K.
Okay. You think it's gonna hit 100K? It's starting to slow down.
I think our Iran video is going to hit 200. Damn. Because it's at 177 right now.
Shout out to the people from Iran.
Yeah.
They said I was saying Iran.
Iran.
They said it's not.
They've been cooking us.
Yeah, for saying Iran wrong. Yeah.
Been cooking us. Yeah.
See?
Freaking, side note. Have you guys ever, like, only because of, like, the Kill Tony thing, have you guys seen that one comedian who actually doesn't speak? Like he's special and he like literally does all of his jokes on his phone.
What's that nigga's name?
You know who I'm talking about though.
Mr. Bean.
Holy fuck.
I don't know what the fuck you talking about, nigga.
I'm dead. That's crazy. Holy shit.
Oh, fuck. Yo, I'm stupid. Okay.
So anyway, sorry. Yeah, the only reason why I brought that up is because like Kill Tony was like where I saw that guy. He's pretty popular. I think he's Canadian too.
Mr. Bean's mad popular.
But Mr. Bean's
put it on the screen.
Oh,
nigga.
Good looking.
Was the other one on the screen?
Yeah.
It was.
Okay.
Yeah. Why the fuck isn't there? Oh, it's Facebook. You
don't refresh it. Just keep doing the thing until it fixes itself.
Rooks don't learn.
Yeah, okay. Try it.
Play, nigga.
No, that doesn't work.
Joke
there you
to
go.
Our culture,
Not
to
pop.
our audience.
Yeah.
But our audience that's watching the roast, if you're watching the roast, you get why they're doing it. You get why the racial humor is on the table. Like it's not. I wasn't shocked. Like that's what they do. Go look at the Tom Brady one. Like that's what they do. It happens every year when they do a roast. It's not new. This isn't it's not a new agenda. It's not a new approach to comedy.
Do you feel like Tony Hinchcliffe went too far when he made that joke about George Floyd?
It's Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
Like I don't expect less. I don't expect more.
I feel like you're saying going too far is the point. I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Yes, I mean that's why you're there. Mm-hmm. And I hate to say this, but I'm going to because we're being honest. people are talking about that joke. Talk about his set. Tony Hinchcliffe arguably had
the best set.
The best set, or one of the best sets between Tony and Cheryl. And I would say Naeem had a really strong set.
Naeem had a very strong set. I was laughing out loud at Tony until that joke.
Until the joke.
But not even just that joke. I don't like when people joke about violent, tragic death. I like Pete's set, and then I was like, why you had to say anything about Charlie Kirk?
Pete had a great set too. Pete had a Charlie Kirk joke in it. Like, would I tell those jokes? No. But do I get why they're being told? Mm-hmm. Yes. Like, I'm not looking at Pete crazy. I'm not looking at Tony crazy. Like, that's
Kevin Hart.
I know what you're going to do. Mm-hmm. I know your style of comedy.
Did you see the interview that I did with Terrence Floyd, George Floyd's brother?
No.
So he said
no shot to you.
No, that's look.
I'm never watching that.
That's fine.
I just want to be clear. I'm never watching that.
I only brought it up.
Even now that you told me, I'm not going to go back.
No, because he's a fan.
I just want to make it clear so you understand what I do with my time. Like, I'm never doing it.
I just asked because he's a fan of you. Mm-hmm. He saw the joke and it picked up pretty big. Mm-hmm. So I didn't know if you saw it, but he basically said, like, as a fan of you and knowing that you came to the funeral to support his family, even though it's a roast and Tony, that's what he does, they expected you to kind of be the person that would like stop it right in the moment or just not allow for certain things to happen.
And he also said he wanted you to come harder. He said if they
pause,
why you come harder with your own jokes,
all right,
racist jokes, I guess.
This is actually a good thing to give a rebuttal to.
See, then
they talked about my dead mom and my dead dad. Said that they were running a train on my mom in
that was
heaven.
hilarious.
Right?
It was
that was crazy. Yeah, that was Regina
hilarious.
killed that.
Right?
Oh wait,
great,
that's right. You probably should say killed.
Pause.
The jokes about
it's kind of fucked because she just made a comment that's fucked. So they made a joke about George Floyd and it was like, oh my God, how dare you? But Regina Hall made a joke about his dead parents his dead mom getting a train ride on her. And her comment was like, Regina killed that.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Whoa.
They're so pick and choosy. He's like, this personally offends me and what I represent.
Yeah.
So that I'm going to pick and choose that. But that's why people aren't holding the same energy for the Charlie Kirk joke. Is because our community is loud when it comes to these things. But I definitely think that we have to pick and choose our battles better because we're looking like fucking crybabies when nobody else is crying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't like that.
It's fucked.
You know?
But yeah, when she made that comment, I was like, he just mentioned the fact that like that got to him. But you're like, wow, that was such a good set.
Exactly.
Like,
Facts.
I kind of want to run that back just so I can hear it. Because like, yeah, that is fucked.
We don't have to watch this whole thing.
No. It's just
a good thing to give a rebuttal to.
See, then
they talked about my dead mom and my dead dad. Said that they were running a train on my mom in
that was
heaven.
hilarious.
Right?
It was
that was crazy. Yeah, that was Regina killed that.
Right?
Oh, wait,
bro, the way that like was set up, and they were like, "Oh yeah, that was crazy."
It's ironic.
That was crazy. Yeah, Regina killed that. Bro, what a terrible choice of words. Like, you're just trash. Damn.
I like Laura LaRosa.
Yeah. So should we keep watching it or
let's just see what else a little bit?
Okay.
The jokes about Kevin was on a slave ship in a bottle with like the ship in the bottle. Like, I'm going to appreciate humor.
That's funny, bro.
I don't get by the attempt
Stop,
of humor.
pause it. They're saying that Kevin Hart was in the slave ship, the ship that's in the bottle. Yo, holy fuck. Damn. That is funny as fuck.
That's hilarious.
No, just take it off the screen. Okay. Now look. One thing that I compare this to, though, when people are you see how they skip over mad jokes and they nitpick this jokes that offend them. Yeah. To me, that's like it's like when people say that, oh yeah, this one bar on Drake's album shit. It's like, nigga, how about the song? Did you listen to all the bars and the rest of the whole song? You're here trying to say that this bar is weak and you're hyperfixating on the weak bar and you're skipping over the good ones.
What about the melody? So
it's like for the whole entire performance and the art of a roast. how about you judge the whole performance and say whether it was a good or bad performance? Maybe you could just critique the joke individually and saying, I didn't particularly like this joke, but it was a good set. Trying to put real racism on him. I think that he had a real point in saying like, how the fuck that everything that everybody else says is not racist and is not true, but everything that I say is just somehow true. And I like that. Like Kevin Hart was stuck between a rock and a hard place. There was no winning this situation addressing this, because he's going against black people or he's going against comedians. This is he's still part of the comedic community, and he has to represent that and the freedom of being able to tell jokes. So he can't not represent that, or else comedians will all go against him, and then the black community. So I feel like he kind of fully sided with the comedians here, but he had to use his gentle gloves when it came to the black community and saying like, yo, okay, fam, I'm sorry, but this is just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And he got a lot of backlash from this response.
Yeah, I saw some like stuff, like some
niggas
posts.
are mad at him for this response.
One thing that's also very interesting, because I was watching a clip on the Joe Budden podcast and they were having a conversation about that. And as far as Joe was concerned, like the reason why the flack that Kevin Hart is getting is deserved is because, as far as they're concerned, it's a black celebration. Like the roast, because it's Kevin Hart, it was a black celebration. And I think the pushback that he got for that, like he's a black comedian and we're celebrating a black comedian. Therefore,
so if it's an Asian
extension,
person, it's an Asian celebration, right?
I guess that's by his logic.
Okay, so if it's an Asian celebration, then that means that we can't make Asian jokes. But we know that if an Asian is up there, we're making mad Asian jokes.
Facts.
So if it's an Indian person up there, we're making mad Indian jokes. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's why I don't get that. It's like, we can't just say that now this is a black celebration, like this is all about black people. No, this is a fucking roast. Was Tom Brady's a white celebration? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it made no sense. Yeah, it made no sense. I think even one of his members was like, wait, no, like, first of all, Kevin Hart transcends black people. Like he's
Facts.
Like, he's way bigger than that. So it's just a comedian. You know what I mean? At this point,
I bet you Ish or Mark said that.
The one that sits beside Ish.
Ice.
Yeah, I think so. I think that says that.
Do you have any thoughts on this, Rooks? He didn't really say much.
To be honest, not really. I'm on the side of just like, yo, jokes are jokes, and if they're funny, they're funny. If you're offended, sucks for you.
Okay, moving on. Shout out to Kevin Hart. I need to finish his book. I bought his book years ago and I started reading it and I enjoyed it and then I just fell off a cliff. So I stopped reading it. But I should finish it.
Bro, literally yesterday when I got home, I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can read a little bit more of my book. Fam. I read one page.
You fell asleep?
I fell asleep.
Yeah, it's like that. It's the best way to fall asleep. This one, I don't know how much we want to get into this because this is a trending topic in the podcast world, but you guys don't pay attention to the podcast world. So you guys don't know anything about this, and that explained that and it has a lot of explaining.
So you're just gonna have to give me a little bit, because I know the reason why this started popping off was because she had a showcase on the Joe Budden podcast, and she said some shit that people did not agree with.
Okay,
and it's been running since then.
So if you guys aren't familiar with Cheyenne Bryant, she was on the Cam Newton podcast. She was on a lot of different people's podcasts where she was on the Breakfast Club and everything, where she's basically has credentials as some sort of therapist or some sort of person who works with kids. I don't know exactly what her credentials are, but she's some sort of professional. She goes by doctor. She got a doctorate, but now there's a lot of controversy basically saying that her doctorate is fake and she's not an actual doctor and she doesn't have real credentials and she's been lying about it, but she's been going on all these major platforms. So this was she was doing a show with a pretty decorated journalist, Torre. So historically he's pretty big, right? And she was on a show with him and they got into an altercation because this is showing her unprofessionalism. She's supposed to be a professional, a doctor, but this is how she conducts herself. And this is also a controversy between how to discipline children. That was the main conversation that she got triggered by, because it's been ongoing on the show about raising children and how to discipline them, because she is more about you should be able to beat your kids. The other nigga's just like, yo, no fucking clinically respected doctor is going to recommend that. Even if that's how you feel culturally, no doctor that studied anything with kids is going to recommend you to actually spank your children. You know what I'm saying? If you're a doctor, all the studies are against it, even if culturally that's what you believe. You know what I'm saying? So let's run this clip because it is viral. Who knows? We might have some good dope conversation out of it.
Externally, but internally, what they do carry at the nucleus of who they are is discipline and boundaries.
If gentle parenting creates gentle children, sign me up. I definitely want to create more gentle adults, especially men. Hold on, everybody, especially men.
You are a
My
gentle.
God,
You are
are you
a
kidding?
very,
That's
very.
what, hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. That's what we need in the world is more gentle men who understand.
Correct. You're very gentle, and it comes at an angle that doesn't always work for people.
Let's just stop.
Wait, pause. Did she just low-key call him gay?
Yes. That's how I took it too. I was wondering if you were peeping that. Because, fam, looking at Touré, he does kind of give, not necessarily feminine, but he doesn't strike me as the most masculine, dominant person when you see him, you know? So I get why people would try to put that jacket on him, but there's nothing leading to that, right? But saying that, like, yeah, I could tell you're gentle. You give me gentle vibes. Like, that is calling him gay, fam. That's saying that, like, yeah, you're gentle. That's what I was getting from it too, so I'm happy that you actually peeped that, because that's what I was peeping at the same time. Damn.
Go back.
Is this who you want to get your life coaching from?
Because I'm wrapping the show and you're interrupting me.
First of all,
this is what we spent a whole meeting on this.
First of all, Touré, first of all, Touré.
Why don't you let me wrap the show? I'm ending the show.
First of all, Touré,
first of all, we're getting out of here. Like, what is the point? What is the point? It says go to host stuff up.
When you're talking to me, lower your fucking voice when you're talking to me. Because you're acting very, very gentle, very soft, and very feminine. And this is the problem.
Feminine.
Touré, you talk to your wife like that. You don't talk to me like that. I am not your wife. You don't talk to me like that. I'm not your wife, Gino. I'm not your wife, softy. Don't talk to me like that. You talk to your wife like that, not me. Touré, talk to your wife like that. Do not talk to me like that.
I hate Zoom. One mic. Fuck.
I got one word. Niggas.
Bro. Stop putting this on black people, bro. I hate when you do that shit.
Fam, why are you guys just back and forth? It's like, you guys both know how this shit ends. It's just like, neither one of you are going to stop talking. So it's like...
But okay, continue playing before I give more context.
That is not how you That is not how you professionally approach me. Don't fucking talk to me like that. Check.
Frank and Ariva, I apologize.
Check yourself. You don't talk to me like that.
Hold on,
to your
Doc.
wife like that.
Doc, hold on.
Shut the fuck up talking to me like that. That's what you do. That's what you do.
You already said that. That's what you do. Clock it.
You better tap into your gentleness and real quick.
Clock it.
Jeez. So is she getting fired?
You ready?
This was from before. This is an
ready.
old clip. She's not even on this show anymore. Oh.
Ariva, Frank, you guys ready?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
pause it. Okay, so a little bit more context. I don't know if we heard this or not, but he did say the reason why I'm giving him more points in this than her is because he's obviously the leader. He looks like the A-mic in this and like he conducts the most on the show. He said to her that we talked about this in the meeting, that please, when I'm trying to wrap the show, stop interrupting me and don't talk when I talk. She interrupted him multiple times and then when he finally got frustrated and blew up, I understand we could hold that against him for not holding his composure, but I do feel like that is for a reason. I watched more context on this. He did explain why he reacted this way, and he said that there was multiple episodes where they had to have a meeting because there was multiple episodes where she kept on extending the time. They have a deal where they can only go a certain amount of time. So when it's time to wrap the show, you have to let him close out and just shut the fuck up so he could close out properly. And she wasn't allowing him to do his job. And he got frustrated and then that allowed him to snap. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not justifying his snapping, but I am understanding it more under her behavior. You know what I'm saying? And giving that context and her acting the way that she did, I feel like that was very like, there might be reasons why she felt to act the way she does, but I feel like the whole point in this is that she doesn't seem like the most professional person.
Yeah. No, she does not.
What was your thoughts on the original argument? Because she started calling him gentle based off of gentle parenting. She thinks that that you should be able to spank your kids, and she's not a fan of gentle parenting. And he thinks that gentle parents raise gentle kids that turn into gentle adults. What are your thoughts on that? On hitting your kids?
The thoughts on hitting your kids, I think that there are ways that you can get around doing that. You know what I mean? Because the whole idea of hitting your kids is you're trying to skip the punishment. Like you're trying to skip setting up a good punishment that would actually work for your kid, like a sense of discipline. You're like, I would rather not put the time in to like think about this and like do it strategically. I'd just rather just get it over with and smack my kid because pain. You know what I mean?
But what do you say to the people that say that has shown to work in their experience? That okay, because I know that for some kids, I don't think I don't recommend hitting your kid, but I do think that there is cases with certain kids where it may have been effective.
Works. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But it's not with every kid.
Yeah, it's a form of discipline. Like the goal is, I'm trying to discipline my kid. I want to give them a punishment, but each kid, like, you have to tailor punishments to their own behavior and stuff like that. Yeah. So a lot of times, like, parents don't really think to like, I don't want to put any energy into this. What's the quickest way I can get a punishment to this kid? I'm gonna just hit them.
I think it's not even a thought. I think it's more of a culture.
Yeah.
This is what my parents did. This is what I know as a punishment for this. So I'm gonna pass this down. And lots of people don't really give it any more thought
than that. That's
were you hit growing up at all?
Yeah, I was hit.
Were you hit growing up?
I don't think so. Now I'm thinking about it. I don't think so.
I was hit, but not often because I didn't do a lot of things to deserve to get hit. But if it was deserved, then it would happen. You know what I'm saying? I was never abused. I wouldn't say that they heavily used weapons or anything like that. It was a slap. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I was also a pretty good kid. But in terms of hitting your kids, do you have any strong stances on it?
I think there's things that you can do where, like, your kid will feel pain, but it's not directly from you actually hitting them.
Saying you're telling them to do wall sits.
I was literally about to say
that. You're doing wall sits, you're doing push-ups.
You're gonna do a wall sit. You're gonna take this rock and you're gonna walk it across the park and come back 10 times.
How is that different from like hitting them?
You're making them work. You're not hitting them. You're not hurting them.
Yeah, you're not hurting them.
That's like saying that it's like if your coach asks you to do suicides, is he abusing you, nigga? Like, what the fuck?
I mean,
it's a punishment, nigga. It's a physical punishment that you're not actually getting harmed.
Yeah.
And there's nothing actually bad gonna happen from you fucking doing wall sits, nigga. If your legs give out, the worst happens that you sit on the ground and your legs hurt.
Yeah.
That shit can be.
He's too gentle,
No.
Listen.
No. Like, that shit can be traumatizing. You know, like, because
my God.
Okay, listen. I come from an African household where they beat. My mom had to stop beating me because she, like, I had like a fucking lashed eye. That's how I went to school and they were like, what happened to your eye? Oh, my mom was beating me. Oh, she's like, oh, fuck.
You told them that? Snitch?
Yeah.
Number one rule is
it was in Nigeria. It was in Nigeria. Like, in Nigeria, your
they probably
teachers
said good for your bomba class.
Like, your teachers have, like, I went to a school where like kids would, like, we had like an assembly every single morning, and if you had like a really bad punishment, your punishment was they would beat you in front of everybody in the assembly. Like, that's where I come from. So like, yeah, it's not about some gentle parenting shit. But there are times where like getting beat is actually a better punishment than having to do some like punishment.
A preferable punishment for you, nigga. Because it's quicker and it gets over with. That's why my dad used to say, like, would you rather get hit or get grounded? Because when you're grounded, that lasts a long time. But if you get hit, it's over as soon as the pain's done. You know what I'm saying?
But my point is like, it's no different in the terms of like the way that you respond to it. Because I remember we had this thing called it was like the kettle, right? And we also did wall sits. We also did wall sits as punishment. And we would do the wall sits, and like at a certain point you'd be crying, and like if you couldn't do the wall sits, they'd beat you. So like,
get your legs up, nigga.
Yeah, it's sometimes
we're using the wall sits as an alternative to beating, so that's not an option. So that's not where if you're traumatized just from because I made you do wall sits, nigga. Like, I don't know, you're weak. Natural selection, fam.
Okay, but how do you enforce the wall sits? Because your kid could just be like, I don't want to, and they just sit there.
Then you're going to sit there for a long time, and it would have been over way faster if you just did wall sits. Then they get to learn from that lesson, fam.
So might as well just time them out.
No. You could, well, first of all, that wasn't even my suggestion. So give me the wall sits. But I feel him on that because, you can
do a lap.
Like, you can give them a timeout, sure. But if every punishment, you want to do different forms of punishment. Some kids, like, a timeout ain't gonna work for me, a nigga who's used to being in my head by myself. I could play with my fingers in the corner and be entertained for 30 minutes, not even know 30 minutes pass by, nigga. Like, so certain times a timeout doesn't always do it. Especially for kids who get in trouble a lot. The timeout is like, oh, I know. You know what I'm saying? They're going for the timeout. They're taking it. They don't really give a shit, you know? Like, you have to, I'm not opposed to those type of physical punishment. I actually think that should be more regular in terms of hitting your kid. But I just don't see where the trauma comes from.
Because, again, the practicality of the wall sits. I remember as a kid, when you were told to do something like that, right? You do it for like 2, 3, 5 seconds, and then you stop. And then, like, you don't, like, as far as you're concerned, you're not doing it anymore. The way that they make you continue doing it is by beating you. Because as a kid, you don't, like, when they say do a wall sit, you do it for 5 seconds, then you stop and you start bawling. And that's it. There's no other way to enforce you doing the wall sit without beating you.
It depends on the age of your child. Yeah. Like I feel like once you're like 8 years old, family, you're doing those wall sits.
Yeah, or like you give them something heavy and they have to hold it out.
Yeah, make your arms get tired and shit like that.
I'm telling you, we did all of this shit.
But what is wrong with it? It sounds like very good punishment.
But I'm saying the only way to enforce it to the point where it's actually a good punishment is by beating the child to make them do it.
Nigga. What the fuck,
bro? All like I'm telling you, like
no, there just has to be an alternative if they're not willing to do it. And that alternative might be taking away privileges for a longer time. So, okay, now you can't get your tablet, you can't get your phone, you can't get da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, that goes on top of it if you're not willing to do the physical punishment. And after that, it's just like it comes to like, you might just need to be grounded, timeout type shit, nigga. Like you're 8 years old, you might have to take the time out. If you're really literally not willing to do anything, I'm going to have to enforce a longer term punishment. And it's more like,
why not just start with that? Why do physical?
Because I feel like there's mutual beneficials. First of all, you're getting stronger. It's a benefit in you actually working out and getting stronger. There's no actual not benefit to that. Second of all, I do feel like there is a difference when there's physical effects and there's physical consequences that isn't abuse versus just mental and responsibility consequences. How much time are we at?
$130.
Okay.
I mean, you're the parent, so I can't really argue with you, but
you can. I don't like when people have that argument.
But yeah,
you're gonna have kids and you're gonna raise them differently than I do.
I think that as far as I'm concerned, anything like a physical, like any punishment that has to do with physical pain, I think that there are alternatives to doing that, like to giving your child a punishment without actually causing physical pain on them.
But fam, the fact that you're focused on physical pain and you're not focusing on the word abuse is the problem. That's why people have a problem with this whole like gentle parenting thing, because you're on the side of gentle parenting, because you feel like any sort of thing that could be of harm to your child is a bad thing. Sometimes harm is good. You need to feel pain. If you're feeling pain because of wall sits, that's a pain that's necessary. You're now trying to coddle your kids. You're gonna raise a fat ass kid or something like that. No offense, but like you're gonna wait because like you're trying to say like any form of pain that my kid feels physically is bad. When physical pain is necessary for growth.
Yeah, just make them do MMA or some shit.
No, that's worse. If you feel like, what kind of kid are you going to build if you feel like you're not even gonna have the discipline in them to make them do physical instructions, but you feel like you could watch them get kicked in the face and have the resilience to want to stay in that. Okay, they're not going to want to stay in that.
Javon said, "Hold 2 Yellow Pages book and don't drop it."
Facts.
Those who don't listen must feel about timeout. Arms out, foot up, face the wall.
My whole thing, the way that I look at it though, I think that there is sometimes a justifiable reasons to hit your kids. Some people's kids are bugging, bro. And like, it depends on the age.
Especially if the kids are swinging and kicking it. Bro, if the kid themselves.
If the kid is hitting you, nigga, you can hit that nigga back, bro. You can hit that nigga back.
Boxed, bro.
Even if it's just like a slap on the bum with a diaper on or something like that, any parent out here knows if you have a 2-year-old, fam, a 3-year-old, there's times where they just come out of nowhere and box you in your face or some shit.
Bro.
Do some out of pocket shit. Yeah. And then sometimes you have to let them know that is not okay. And I'm not saying that you always have to hit them, but if it is a pattern, a continuous pattern, and it is a problem, I do not feel like it is abuse to spank your child on the bum and then just say, because sometimes it doesn't have to hurt. They just don't like the action of it. And then you have to explain to them, do not do this, because if you don't like it, I'm just explaining to you, you don't like it when it's done to you, do not do it to other people.
Or you have
I understand that.
Or you have to grab them by the foot and hold them upside down. That's like, try and hit me now.
But the nigga saying wall sits is abuse, that's where I have the line.
I didn't say it. Okay, I said it can be. I'm saying, like, to me, between smacking your child and making them do wall sits, there's literally no difference. That was my point.
Well, can I respond to that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll explain to you the key difference. If you are striking your child and inflicting bodily harm on them and hitting them, that is actually abuse. Your intent is abuse and your action is actually abuse, and your child they'll face trauma from the responses. There's so much things in hitting that could create negative trauma responses long term. When it comes to actually making them do physical workouts, that isn't unhealthy. You're not making them run till they puke. You're not making them do things till they pass out and shit like that. You're making them have healthy ways to exercise. If you're telling me that, you're telling me that my coach in basketball abused me because he made me do exercises in order to help for my growth. This is teaching you discipline. This is a consequence, and then you're also having benefits from it. It is not abuse because I'm not actually hurting you. I'm building you. There's no way that I'm building you by hitting you. That's not building you. By making you do wall sits, you're getting stronger and you're feeling a natural pain that is going to help you in the future and might build better habits because you're going to grow up knowing knowing how to exercise.
I think the part where I disagree with you is not where like making your kids do wall sits. If our goal like together, father and child, is for you to get physically stronger, then we'll do wall sits, we'll do gym activities, we'll do push-ups. But the goal is to get physically stronger. The goal is not a punishment. If I'm gonna do a physical activity with my kid to make them stronger, build them, it's gonna be for that purpose, not as a punishment. That's my whole point.
Okay, I think as a punishment is reasonable though. What my whole fine line is where I have a super big problem with what you said is that you're saying that it is the same as hitting your child. It is not the same. There's a reason why legally you can do that to your child, and it's not legally abusive whatsoever unless you're doing it in an abusive way. But at the end of the day, if you hit your child, you're getting in trouble, fam. You go to children's day, you hit your child, you get in trouble. But don't you think that there's a reason why you're going to get in trouble for hitting someone versus making them do wall sits for maybe 2 minutes, 60 seconds?
I think that the reason is that when you hit your kid, it's easier for you to become abusive from hitting your child. I think that there's also a line, like if you smack your kid or you smack them on their bum, there's levels where it's not abusive, but it's very easy to become abusive. So for example, my mom, the reason why she stopped hitting me was because when she started like trying to hit me, it was very easy for her to become abusive. So she was like, I'm not even gonna touch that. You know what I mean?
That's kind of a weird reason.
Huh?
She's like, yo, if I keep on hitting you, fam, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, that's
you keep trying to get away, nigga.
Yeah.
If I catch you, nigga, after you made me work, I'm gonna beat your ass, nigga.
Yeah, but like a lot of parents don't have that level of like self-awareness.
Yeah,
like because they become abusive when they start hitting you. It's like the anger just, like the whole thing with what?
But you don't think as a coach, like not a coach, a father, but as a father, if I'm telling you to do wall sits, you think I'm gonna do it at an unreasonable level where I'm just like, yeah, keep doing it till your legs burn and you can't stand no more. I'm gonna do it to a level of abuse. Like, I just feel like making somebody feel physical pain doesn't necessarily make it abuse if it's a reasonable understanding. Like if you're holding the plank for 60 seconds, not abuse. If I make you hold the plank for 20 minutes and then you're not allowed to stop, and if you stop, then I'm gonna take away your dinner. That's abuse, bro. That is actually abuse. But 60 second holding the plank, that is not abuse at all. Or else how are they gonna let force niggas to do that in school, bro? I just feel like when you have that type of line is dangerous. Like I'm not gonna lie, niggas hate niggas like you. Like parents and shit, they hate niggas like you who try to make every single thing abuse.
I never said it was abuse.
But to even make it equivalent, hitting somebody is illegal, bro. To compare that to making somebody do wall sits, bro. It's like, bro, once your legs are done, you could just sit down, bro. Once your legs give up, you just flat, like it's just done. Like what the fuck? And it's gonna be good in like fucking 20 minutes. You're gonna be fine. So it's just like, how is that the same as actually like you're striking somebody, you're traumatizing them? But I'm going in circles now. We can just wrap this fucking conversation up because we're just gonna keep on going in circles. But we can mutually disagree on this. Yeah. Rooks, any opinion?
You heard me, fam. My kid is gonna have to do a lap around the block.
Oh yeah, this was his shit. I didn't even tell you what I would do or not. This was his shit. He's standing on business. He doesn't care what AO says, man. Abuse or not, you're holding that phone book, man.
Yeah, you're holding up the phone book, brother.
Yeah. Jeez. I feel like there's good times. Depends on your kid, fam. There's some real Bodbury kids out here.
Bro.
Facts. I don't disagree.
Like with my nephew, my nephew's kind of bad. I think he's gotten better, but my nephew's pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. And so when he was over at my brother's place, he Leon swung on him like how 3-year-olds do. He just swung on him, and my brother's like he still has a Vincy accent and everything. He's like, yeah, you think so, you bud? My brother went out they have a sliding door, and my brother pulled his shirt into the door and closed it. They like, what?
Yo, I'm dead. That's hilarious still. That's hilarious. How much time are we at right now?
$140.
Okay, $140. So we could either decide, because we don't want to go too long. We have the Blueface child support thing. I don't know. That could probably lead into this conversation about the whole kid shit that we were just talking about. Okay. So I do want to talk about it. But then there's AO stuff. I don't like how long are your.
It doesn't matter, bro. I just put it there in case we still have more time.
Okay, so let's just, if we could get through these briefly, then let's get through them briefly.
All right now. So, Blueface on Twitter. Well, let's read out what
I want to hear. I want to hear if you guys agree with him or not.
Okay. All the single unfortunate baby moms mad you shouldn't have.
Wait. You have to read Twitter from the bottom up.
Oh, okay.
The first
okay.
tweet's the bottom one.
New thing still.
11 hours ago.
Okay. So if you have a kid and you need child support, you should probably just let the person who can best support the child have custody. You're clearly not fit a couple. You're clearly not fit a couple thousand a month. Ain't going better. Damn, this is some crazy grammar. Ain't going better your situation enough for the kid.
There was nothing wrong with that grammar right there. There's nothing wrong with the grammar right there.
Hold on.
Just a month.
Hold on. Just let the person who can best support the child have custody. You're clearly not fit a couple thousand a month. Ain't going better your situation.
Okay, there's no comma. You're right. Yeah.
All the single unfortunate baby moms mad. You shouldn't have had a kid if you can't afford it. That's like getting a car with a note you can't pay, dumbass. You know what? Honestly, people hate me for saying this shit, but it's like, yo, if you decide to have a kid, it's like you're taking on the responsibility of the fact that, yeah, you're gonna have to come up out your pockets, make some more money so that you can support your kid.
What's your thoughts, Ayo?
I agree, and I also disagree in the fact that in terms of the child is your choice as a woman. That is very true. But at the same time, there's a lot of agendas that are trying to push for women to not have that choice. Right. So that's a very interesting take. You know what I mean? And then the other stuff about if you can't afford child support, then you probably shouldn't be the one having the kid. I mean, like keeping the kid. Sometimes like the other partner is like not fit to have a child around them. Like it's either like they're, buck teas or something, whatever is going on.
We're gonna assume that we're talking about the breadwinner is who he's saying should have the custody of the child.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like someone might be the breadwinner, but maybe they're a day trader, but like they're on coke all the fucking time. Like that's not a conducive environment to raise a child. Right. So I would rather the mom have the child, even though she doesn't make enough money to support the child and demand child support from the man. So there's a lot of nuance to the situation that determines, but sometimes it's like it's a pride thing, it's like, oh, it's my baby, I want the baby. Oh, you can't have the baby, give me child support. Kind of like the whole the basketball guy Paul Pierce, you know what I mean? That situation is like, no, Paul Pierce should have the child. But if you can actually justify that the other partner is not a good person for the child to be around, like in terms of like having custody, then yeah, I can justify that. But other than that, yeah, he's right.
Okay, I don't agree with Blueface.
Okay.
The reason why I don't agree with Blueface is, first of all, how he framed it. He's framing it as if the father doesn't really have any financial obligation. Just because you are the breadwinner doesn't mean that that the child should stay in your home, first of all. Second of all, we're discounting all the factors which would make a man most likely the breadwinner most of the time and not the female. She's having your baby. She's unable to work because she's having your baby. It's the same reason why people get alimony and stuff like that. If somebody, like while you built the company and your wife was at home raising the kids and stuff like that, she deserves a little bread. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we're discounting the fact that a lot of the times the men are the breadwinner in the relationship because of the women having to do these obligations that have to do with kids. You know what I'm saying? So saying that it should automatically go to the breadwinner in the first year, the woman is almost damn near unable to work unless she had a really good job prior. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's really discounting women in that actual situation, in that actual realistic situation. Okay. I don't feel like I think that the most middle ground that he needs to come to, if he feels like he wants custody of his child, I don't feel like, oh, you should automatically go to your dad's house. No, 50-50. Spend half the time at your dad's house, half the time at your mom's house, and no child support. If that's the case. But I just feel like if you are if you are as financially well as you say you are, and you are a rapper who doesn't necessarily live the most stable lifestyle, why do you want to have the kids in your custody 24/7? Are you able to handle that responsibility? Like, why wouldn't I think it would be a lot easier to make the mother a stay-at-home mom and pay for them to live since you're fucking rich. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I get the point of saying, like, we all feel like as men, we have a certain side of this where we don't want to feel like we're being taken advantage of for our money. You know what I'm saying? And like the whole child support system is super fucked up, how people take advantage and use people and everything too. But I don't want to like the way that he framed it, if you have a kid and you need child support, you should probably just let the person who can best support the child have your custody. Like, nah, like remember, the poorest people in the world have the most kids. You know what I'm saying? To need child support is just asking to hold your other counterpart accountable. to need child support. Because think about it. If you just had a kid, how are you supposed to work? Daycare, shelter, all this type of stuff. So we're assuming that this is a relationship where you're not with the person who you had a kid with. They have some financial responsibility to that child and to their ex-partner or whatever. They have a financial responsibility to at least support in some way. And child support, it doesn't always need to be financial, but then you at least like need to step up in other ways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm so like, but I'm so indifferent about this whole like child support thing because again, it's like at the end of the day, yes, for one, you shouldn't be having sex with someone and having their baby if you know that you guys aren't even going to be together and blah, 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 blah. And it's going to cause a bunch of this and that. And it's going to mosh up your finances and blah, 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 blah. It's just like there's so much more steps that could have been taken before having to be like, oh, I'm going to need child support.
Well, no, you can't say that because like not everybody's pro-choice. Not everybody's trying to like. People get pregnant. It happens, bro. And we're not going to just discount the fact and just try to act like we live in a, oh, you shouldn't have had it, shouldn't have gotten pregnant. That's just an unrealistic stance to have. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yes, when people do get pregnant, they have to make uncomfortable decisions sometimes and they decided to keep the baby. But now it's like, okay, now that the baby's coming, what do we do? What I do think as you people who have no kids, I think that people like you tend to think that raising a baby costs more money than it does. I'm not saying it's cheap. It's not cheap. But him saying stuff like, you're clearly not fit, a couple thousand a month ain't gonna better your situation. A single mother with a couple thousands a month in the right situation is 100% purely capable of taking care of your kid and raising a happy and healthy kid. Everybody seems to think that you have to be a millionaire to have kids. You don't have to be a millionaire to have kids. It's actually not that expensive if you just want them to have the necessities and be like, obviously we want the most for our kids, but it's not as expensive as people make it seem where it's just like, oh, you can't afford to have a kid because you're living off of a couple like $1,000 a month.
I think it's more like in terms of expensive, it's not even really like financial expense. It's more of actual emotional and time consuming expense.
So what does that have to do with the child support situation?
I was just saying that in general of like people saying like, oh, like having a kid is expensive. It's like, yes, I know they're talking about money. I know they're talking about money, but in general, it's kind of just the fact that like, yeah, you don't have, you can't make as much money if you have to take care of a kid all the time. So like, that's what makes it expensive because your time is being consumed so much.
I don't necessarily agree with that, to be honest. Like it's true, but it's like I don't feel like when people are talking about kids being expensive, that's not what the fuck they're talking about. They're just talking about that's what financial.
I know that's
aspect.
what I said. That's what I said. But what I'm saying is, well, it actually is expensive because X, Y, and Z. Like, yeah, your time is being taken up by the kid, which means you have less time to make money, which in turn makes having a kid expensive.
Okay.
Yeah. I think like the more that I read it, it's like if you have a kid and you need child support, then you should probably like give it to the person. And also, so like the whole
That's
mother.
not true though. If you need child support, you need support from the other person who had the baby with you. If you're not together, we're not living together. Why should I not deserve child support from the other counterpart of this child? Yeah, if I need child support, that you're trying to say that, oh yeah, because I'm my own independent person, I should be able, before having a kid, I should be able to raise this kid all by myself. Otherwise, I'm just not fit to be a parent if I'm not able to raise this kid all by myself. That is ignorant, giving a woman's position in this world after giving a kid. That's just unrealistic and ignorant to a woman's plight.
So by that logic, then should they just pay child support for that time period where they're not able to?
No, nigga, pay as long as your child's alive.
The whole time. Okay, yeah. So I think his whole idea is like if you give it to the other person, there's no expectation that you have to pay any child support. Like I don't think that's the idea. I think that's isn't that the whole?
But then
idea?
They're trying to say basically that a mother is like saying that a mother shouldn't be able to have full custody if you can't afford to have your kid. But the only reason you can't afford to have your kid is because of your circumstances as a mother. Like you're putting them in a fucking trap. You know what I'm saying? Where you're basically saying like, okay, then you're going to give it to the father. Okay, he's a celebrity, but most fathers don't have the time to raise a kid by themselves if they're making the income because they have to have the hours. It just doesn't work. So this whole tweet is just ignorant.
Yeah, that was my original point.
It's ignorant to women, in my opinion, to women and mothers. I think that is offensive to mothers. And that's why he said all the single, unfortunate baby moms mad. Like, bro, that's ignorant to moms. All the single, unfortunate baby moms mad. That's discounting the reason why a mother is single. You know what I'm saying? That's a father also relieving his responsibilities. Like, my whole thing is that a dad has an equal responsibility to take care of that child. And that doesn't mean that every dad should just take full custody of the kid, because I wouldn't want I think that the child support situation actually makes sense. Like, for a man to pay child support when they're not with their child in the same home, they're not with the baby mother anymore, it makes sense to pay child support.
But what if they're trying to be actively involved in the child's life and
you could still have time and still, like me, I'm actively involved in my daughter. I see my daughter damn near every day. Mm-hmm. I still pay child support. Because there is still functions of everyday life that my daughter needs to reap the benefits of, because even if it takes from when she was going to daycare, she had to go up the mountain for daycare every single day. That's gas 2 ways. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Every single day, those are things, the little expenses that we're not counting. The whether it's a soother, whether it's a bottle, whether it's snacks for school, whether it's new shoes, like these are things that I do feel like out of your everyday life accumulate, and I feel like the mother deserves some support. I don't even know why this has to be explained.
No. I'm just trying to understand. Like, so if you're doing 50-50, right?
I'm not doing 50-50 per se. The primary caregiver is still her mother. It's still the primary.
So how is that decided? Is it typically just the mother, or is it?
It's typically the mother because of the circumstances of life. I have to have because the thing is that I need the time to be able to work. I can't afford to be able to, especially when I'm living alone. Women get other benefits. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're in housing or something like that, you could survive. For me, if I'm paying market rent, I have to be able to afford that, which means I have to work more, which means I have to have time to work, which means that I can't have that time to spend on a kid.
Wait. So you have to work more so you can afford the kid.
So I can afford to live life.
Not the kid. It's not about the kid.
It's about both.
So doesn't it flip if you're the primary caregiver?
How can I be the primary caregiver?
You're the primary caregiver and your partner has to pay child support.
So then what's the fucking difference but now I'm going to force a woman who just gave birth or whatever to then work so then I can stay at home and be bro, he's saying that because he is the breadwinner that he should just get custody. But in the average situation, when you need time versus money, it doesn't usually work like that, because we have time. We need time to make the money. He's just a fucking celebrity, so he's rich. So he feels like he should do that. But at the end of the day, I don't feel like that is necessarily, I feel like it's ignorant to the plight of moms to just be like, give me full custody because I don't want to give you money.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Rooks, you have anything to say?
I feel like I said my piece. Like I said, people probably hate me for saying it, but it's just like, yeah, well, if you can't afford to have a kid, probably shouldn't have a kid.
Well, I should have Rooks as a kid.
I'm going to have a kid when I can afford to have a kid.
Yeah, we had this conversation before, and then you're going to be like, I'm going to say, oh, what if you never ever get rich? Are you ever going to have a kid? And you're going to be like, oh, I'm not going to answer this question.
Nah, he said he wouldn't have a kid.
He didn't say that. He didn't answer the question last time we had this conversation. It was on the podcast. He didn't answer the question, refused to answer it.
How to beg? What the? Did Ayo put this up?
Yes, of course.
Of course he did.
Just watch,
Holy
bro.
Fuck.
Jeez.
How to bag a chocolate athlete? This nigga was trying to get. Trying to get tips.
So okay, listen. So there was
your algorithm is interesting. That's all I have to say.
So this came on my timeline, and it was about, because I saw it's a text that went viral for a period of time, and you'll kind of see what the text says, and I'm curious what you guys think about the text. She's gonna give her own opinions about the text, but I'm curious what you guys think about the text.
One second. How much time are we at?
1:56.
Let's skip stir the pot today.
No.
Okay.
Go wild on him in bed, use throat spray, be spontaneous, and make it go down anytime, anywhere. Have you guys seen these messages? Just in case you haven't seen, there's these text messages circling around about a girl asking how her friend bagged a chocolate athlete, and frankly, I feel ill. I can say as a girl who was in the SEC for 4 years that this absolutely happens and that they fall for it every single time. We start off with he's the prize, which
you disagree with that?
Number 2 is expect to be cheated on and you cannot care. Just don't.
Hold on, what?
So, okay, if you take out the whole how to bag a chocolate athletes, it's just basically...
I've seen this, by the way. I know what this is about.
So the whole idea is like how to get an athlete, like a potential professional athlete in college. Yeah, got a black one to have you as his main.
I think this is smart as fuck. I commend them for this. This makes fucking sense. I fall for it. They get me.
So the first point is, remember, he's the prize. He's the one that's going to be making millions of dollars if he makes it to the professional league, right? And she's like, first of all, like, I don't agree with that. And it's like, so just understand that, like, that was kind of what I was like, do you guys agree with her in terms of like, oh, he shouldn't be the prize because we're both equally important.
The prize.
Don't let him get emotionally attached to the side piece. I'm sorry, I'm burning something down if I get cheated on. Which brings me to the postscript of number 2. He'll always be attracted to black girls. Bring out that shenane in her by picking on her and let him see. Number 3 is completely integrate yourself in his life where he cannot live without you. Number 4 is don't embarrass him and don't cheat on him because other athletes will see that if the relationship goes south. This is basically to ensure that you can always get another. And lastly, go completely wild on him in bed. I feel like on the surface, a lot of people expected me to walk out of Alabama on the arm of an athlete, but in this day and age, with these men and these women and these strategies, I am frankly not willing to do that. I expected to go to college and fall in love and find my person and have,
we have to watch the rest of this shit.
Mine and me.
I really don't give a fuck what she has to say.
Yeah.
But I think this is intelligent.
Okay.
I don't think that it's a good thing to do in terms of like you're a good person if you do this. I think it's very manipulative and like, you know, but is it smart? It's very smart. If you want to use to get what you want out of a nigga, so it's a smart game plan. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it would work on me.
Because at the end of the day, like, I guess like you kind of put yourself in the shoes of the athlete. You know what I mean? Because part of it is like, allow him to cheat, allow him to have side pieces. So like he also has a part to play.
Don't let him get emotionally attached to the stuff. Hey, she's thinking this nigga's rich. He's gonna be there. Like, I think this is smart.
Yeah, because like
the whole black girl thing. Did she say to pick on a black girl?
Yeah, that's the part where.
Yeah, that's the part where I'm just like, yo, y'all are bugging, fam. Like,
like, oh, he's always gonna be attracted to a black girl, so you got to pick on her and bring out the shenanigans.
Yeah, that's the only bad part I don't agree with.
Fucked.
You know, that part's actually kind of fucked.
Yeah.
But everything else, I think that is like, you know, it's smart. It's smart.
Yeah.
I see why they bag thing, but everything the woman on the screen was disagreeing with, this is exactly why you're not bagging him.
Exactly. So I think it kind of turned into an argument of like black women versus white women kind of thing. It's like, oh, like this is like black men shouldn't like this, something about like black men going for white girls and they shouldn't be going for white girls.
Are being fake like that and playing the game in that way, they're just playing it smarter. You know what I'm saying? They're playing it smarter, but like they're still pieces of shit for being manipulative. But at the end of the day, like they're thinking like, okay, this is how I get this and this is what I have to do.
Boom. So I go. How much of it do you think like the guy plays in it as well? Because if the strategy's working, then like the guy is enjoying from the
fam. We're just victims. They coming up with these, bro. Fam. It's like yo, if somebody offered me all those things, like that I could.
Are you really a victim at that point?
Like, you know,
I don't think
like, can you blame me for getting
like
God?
Destiny.
It just sounds like a good relationship at that point.
Because remember, all of this is contingent on you making it to the league. So now you kind of have a reason to make it to the league. You know what I'm saying? So you might bench a little more than you used to. You know, your 40 time might be a little faster than before. You know what I'm saying?
But I think the more that I think about it, the more that I think it's not that manipulative. Because number one, he's the prize, which is true. He's okay
if he makes it to the league.
Yeah. Number two, don't like if he wants to cheat, like you have to understand that it's gonna happen. So it might as well not make a big deal out of it and just kind of do your thing. Number two is don't embarrass him. Don't say dumb shit. Like don't cheat on him because his reputation matters.
Pretty considerate.
Yeah. Steph Curry, the whole stuff. He's like, yeah, don't do that. And then two, please him in bed.
Yeah.
You're right. It should be a rule book on how women should please a man. But at the end of the day, the way that it was presented, the reason why I don't like it is because it sounds like it's not authentic to who you are, but you're doing all of this to obtain him, and then you might just change up later. Who knows? Like I just feel like once it becomes like, instead of be yourself and whoever loves each other because the natural connection, it's like, no, do this because this is what he'll like. Like once you're starting like people pleasing in that way, where you're like, yo, I'm trying to be what this person wants to obtain them instead of being myself and doing what I naturally want to do. Like I commend the actions because it should be like it it's understandable, especially the cheating one for the famous athletes, because I feel like you're not going to throw away your whole life off of one nickel cheat. You know?
Facts.
Millions of dollars and shit.
Facts.
You're going to give away Steph Curry to another bitch who's just going to reap all the benefits that you invested in.
Yeah, I think another one that she didn't read off was like be respectful at his like family events and stuff like that. Like it was like, I was like, oh, okay, that makes a lot of fucking sense. But it was like the
racist one threw me off. It just that's what made it feel the whole manipulative, because like, oh yeah, if a black, he's going to always naturally be attracted to black girls because it's in his DNA. So like, make sure you do. Like that's a manipulative ass shit, bro.
Yeah, that's the fuck part.
On top of everything else, it's just like, yeah,
but it's just kind of interesting because like the girl is just like, nah, she's not the prize. But it's so would you say that that's probably why the black girls aren't?
If they have that mentality, yeah. I'm not gonna put that on all black women though.
Yeah, fair.
I think that's, but that black woman, that's why you're not getting picked. Once you can't understand that a nigga who's making NIL deals and has fucking is a prospect and shit like that, you don't think that he is the fucking prize. You better nice it.
I do find it kind of wild to go to a D1 school and walk out of there single. Like that's a little crazy, bro. Like you're telling me you were that sheltered, you were that focused on your studies that you couldn't find one smart nigga that's taking like psychology.
That's what I'm saying.
You know,
that's
like
what
you're
I'm
at
saying.
a D1 school. Like basically everyone there was smart. If they actually like, followed through their with their whole course. Well, yeah, you still have to be smart to be a D1 athlete.
Well, you fucking don't.
Huh?
You don't have to be fucking smart to be a fucking D1 athlete. You just got to fucking pass. What are you talking about? I watched so much interviews of D1 athletes talking about how they didn't do shit in school. They got everything fucking handed to them. They got treated special, and other people did their fucking work. You don't have to be fucking smart to go. You have to be.
Other people did. Okay, that's
you
fair.
have to
Other
be a
people
fucking
did their work.
asset. You have to be a fucking asset to the fucking team. And if you watch any TV show that had a fucking D1 athlete in it, it's all the same. Like Power, everything. Power Book 2, it has everything. Like nigga, you do not have to be smart to go to a D1 fucking school. That's the craziest thing I've heard in my life.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I guess it's just because of the people that I know that went to D1 schools are actually smart people.
Okay, but they just happen to be smart. But there's a lot of dumb niggas who are good at. You think that every good nigga, dumb nigga at sports, you think they're gonna be like, oh yeah, he's not smart enough in school, even though he's only in college to make it to be one and done, to make it to the next level. Like, why the fuck do you give a fuck about what he does in school? He's never gonna use it. He's already rich off his NIL deals since high school.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga.
Well, again, I like we're from a different time where it was like, yeah, no, you actually do have to be like smart in high school.
No, you
first.
never did.
Hold on, let me finish, my nigga. I said that I come from a time and place where, yeah, the people that went to D1 schools, it's like, yeah, you had to have really good high school grades to be even able to get accepted into D1 schools.
You also have to take in like he was in this environment, so he has like a lot of knowledge on like what it was like. You know what I mean?
Why? Because he went to a school where he knows.
No, because like I said, I literally know people that went and played in D1, and I went to high school.
So I don't know people who play D1.
Who do you know that played D1?
I'm not fucking name dropping nobody right now because it's not a fucking contest. But I'm just saying.
Yeah,
that
I wasn't asking for a contest. I was just wondering who you knew.
Okay,
if they were smart.
I'm just saying that.
So they were smart.
I'm saying, but you just said that even in high school, that athletes being even synonymous with having to be smart to succeed and make it to the next level. In my opinion, even considering how many dumb athletes are out there, is just crazy bupkis to me. But we can move on.
All right, are we doing stir the pot or are we doing one more?
Stir up the pot.
All right.
Stir up the pot. Stir up the pot.
You know, it'd be sick if we had one of those spinny thingies.
Spin wheels?
Yeah.
That they use for...
Because then it actually shuffles it. I feel
Shuffle
like
up.
Here I'm just picking the numbers.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at it.
This is for the aesthetic at this point.
Which number? Nah, not that one.
Because he knows he added that number.
32.
He knew he added some dumb shit to that number.
32.
We already did this one. Do another one. It was would you snitch on your best friend for 10 years in prison or whatever.
Why did not get deleted?
18.
I believe it now.
18. 1 8.
You don't like this one? We can do another
It's
one.
just so cliche.
We can do another one.
Let's switch it up. Switch up the pot.
15.
Switch up the pot.
Drugs.
Okay.
Hey.
What drugs have you done? What drugs would you do? And is there any crazy experiences around somebody on drugs that you've experienced?
The last question, I don't know if I should answer.
I think I guess I could go first. In terms of drugs,
Name every drug that you did.
Does alcohol crack. The alcohol count?
Yeah.
Okay, so alcohol.
Ooh. Cocaine.
I tried a vape once.
Ooh.
And hookah, because that's also kind of the same thing. And then I tried weed.
Oh.
That's it.
Hey, good you.
That's mine.
Ooh.
How about you?
I feel like you have less than me, so I kind of want to go last.
Okay, crackhead. Marijuana.
Ooh.
Alcohol.
Ooh.
I tried shrooms.
Hey.
Okay. I did Molly one time.
Hey.
I did to have sex. It was fun. For
you
sex.
popped it? Like, it was a pill?
Nah, it was like some sort of powder thing.
So you just... did you do like a parachute or whatever?
I don't know what it was, but
I'm saying like
it was like in a pill, but I like opened it and like I don't know exactly what it was.
Oh, that's interesting. I never heard of someone like opening it and like taking it as a shot.
I don't know.
Thought niggas pop mollies.
It was so much years ago. I was just taking the instruction of who I was with. But yeah, I did Molly, I did shrooms, did alcohol, did weed. Is there anything else I did?
You didn't do crack?
Have you ever done
hookah?
Have you ever done salvia?
No.
Say word.
What is that?
Exactly.
Damn.
I'm not very experimental, to be honest.
Okay, so yeah, salvia is some shit that you essentially can buy at a convenience store.
Oh.
Yeah. What we used to do is fucking crackheads in high school is we would mix this salvia with our weed. And like it would just fuck you right up. Like you'd be, yeah. It's only for like a very short period of time.
So it's like grabba, but different?
No, like it's like
he gave no details of what it does.
It's technically like
fucks you up.
It's technically like a hallucinogen.
Essentially, on some real crackhead shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I said when we were in high school when we were crackheads.
Okay. So what drugs did you do?
So basically, you done crack.
Basically. So salvia, obviously marijuana, obviously alcohol. I've done mushrooms.
Okay.
Love mushrooms. Definitely going to do mushrooms this summer at some point.
Slutty summer.
Yep, slutty summer. I've done acid. That was absolutely interesting. I've done MDMA water.
Jesus.
It was MDMA water. Yeah, I think that's it.
So you haven't done crack, you haven't done heroin, you haven't done meth.
Nigga, what did you name that I didn't do besides acid?
Unfortunately not.
All you did more than me is acid, right?
And
salvia.
Okay, crackhead.
Yeah. Crackhead. Okay, and what other drugs would I do? I'd probably try DMT eventually.
Nah.
I'll probably try it one day.
Sounds too life altering.
I'd probably try it. I feel like I'd have to be at a very, very like prestigious point in my life to do DMT.
Oh, I tried lean.
Yeah, done lean too.
I've tried lean.
Yeah. It was so trippy though because like you drink it and you think nothing's happening and then like
something's happening.
And then like because for me like I was in a car. I was in the backseat of a car and like just whatever drinking it for the night and then I don't remember falling asleep. And then I woke up and it was daylight and we were just parked on the side of the road and I was just like, what the fuck? And like everyone in the car is sleeping and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? And literally I had to get out, recipes to my boy Kobe, but I literally had to get out and like shake him out of the front seat. I'm like, bro, like we have to go, bro. Like get in the back seat. And I had to drive and I was just like, yo, this is fucking crazy. Yeah, that was weird.
Wow. What was your lean experience?
Lean experience? It wasn't nothing. I don't have any fun experience on lean. I just tried it. I'm just like, okay, this is tasty.
I'm dead. You didn't get high at all?
I don't feel like I took enough to really get high. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't sipping it like that, but I did try it and then I just liquid heroin they were saying. I'm just like, Isn't that crazy? But, I have funny drug stories. I have a lot of funny drug stories because I hung around people who sold and did drugs. And there's one time, the Xan era in like 2015 was disgusting.
Oh
bro.
my gosh.
When niggas was on Xans, I had a nigga come to my house on Xans, bro. This nigga tried to take my cereal. He tried to steal my cereal like just casually. Like, nigga, I'm watching you steal my cereal. You know what I'm saying? This nigga was like, like nigga was just tripping. He couldn't talk.
Yeah.
Nigga, man came to record a song and couldn't talk.
Yeah.
like niggas is literally out of their mind. They can't fucking talk. And when I was a taxi driver, I have this whole video on my Snapchat of this fucking lady. This lady fucking, I go to pick up, I was a taxi driver in a fucking small ass town with like 5,000 people. I go to pick up this lady in like Keswick. This bitch hops into my taxi. She's normal. She asked me to drive her to Sobeys. I drive her to Sobeys to get fucking food and shit. She offers to buy me food and shit too. I'm like, sure, get me a chicken meal. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, but I think that gave her a sign that I was into her or something, because when she gets back in the car, she's acting a little weird. You know what I'm saying? First of all, she flashes me her titties. Just randomly. She's calling me attractive. Flashes me her titties.
Were they nice?
She was on drugs or some shit, because she was normal at first.
That doesn't answer the question.
It seemed like she was on, like she took a drug and it didn't hit until like it took a little bit to hit.
So her titties weren't nice?
I rejected her.
So her titties weren't nice.
So I rejected her, and then she was just like, I felt like she felt kind of embarrassed that I rejected her, and then she just started acting like,
oh yeah,
started acting like a real like out of it space head. So then I drove her to her spot and she wouldn't get out of the fucking car. So I was just like, I had to contact, she was at a motel, so I had to contact the motel people, and then some lady came out and she was helping me. She called the ambulance and everything. Then shorty, I have videos of this whole thing, and then the shorty is like on the floor twitching in the video and everything too. She's on the floor like twitching, but I still, a part of me feels like she was capping, because she was completely normal until I rejected her. Once she showed me her titties, and I'm just like, no thank you type shit. You know what I'm saying?
So the titties were nice.
Once I did that, she was just like, she just started acting crazy. But yeah, that's probably my craziest joke story. I don't know. That bitch was fucking bugging.
Yeah.
I didn't even touch her. I was scared. I'm like, I'm not touching no fucking.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, there's way too many
drug stories
that I can think of that I do not want to talk about. Okay, you know what? All right, okay, I'm gonna talk about
niggas laughing, thinking about what he's gonna say.
Because it's like the most like, it's not even PG. It's just the most like I don't know, I guess you could say illegal. Anyway, so I go and pick up this shorty in Niagara. Maybe it was St. Catharines or something like that. I go and pick her up, and she was like, "Yo, can you take me to this place in Ancaster?" Like, yeah, sure, whatever. So, on our drive back to Hamilton, this is my first time getting roadhead. And I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. Like, you know, I'm in my Beamer, and it's tinted, so like nobody can tell what's going on, whatever. So yeah, get to Hamilton, drop her off, whatever. And then she calls me again, and she was like, hey, can you drive me back? And I was just like, all right, yeah, sure. I go and pick her up, and she is zoinked, bro. Absolutely zoinked. I'm like, you didn't sleep, eh? She was like, no, I didn't sleep. No.
Holy fuck. Disgusting.
So I'm driving her all the way back to her crib in St. Catharines, and like the whole time she's being all like frisky and this and that, right? And we get to her crib, she tries to give me top, and she has no spit because she's so zoinked, bro.
Sound like an average session after a blunt. A blunt would take the thing that would give you the same result.
It was just so funny because
was that
like,
it though? She just couldn't get saliva.
Yeah, she could get saliva.
I was waiting for a much more climactic ending for this drug story. Nigga. What drug did she do? You got roadhead, and then she couldn't get. Get
you have to remember that's the what most PG that you could say.
Yeah, that was.
Nigga, bring up the rated R stuff. Podcast,
I think so. For me, like every time I get high on weed, I'm always like going through it. So basically, the second time that I got high on weed, we went to a club. And it was me and another guy, right?
Brody?
No, it wasn't Brody. And so we went out, and it was like, oh, it's gonna be a good time, blah 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 blah. And I remember we were in the washroom, and Manzo had one of those
Pendulums.
Yeah, the Pendulums. I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna hit one.
Yeah.
So I hit it. And then after it was like, all right, cool. Then we go out and start trying to chat to bitches and stuff. I remember we started like chatting to this group of girls, and the thing hit me, and I was just spitting game. I remember I was doing some like baseball thing, you know. Every time she'd talk, you'd be like, oh, that's strike, blah blah. I was feeling nice, and then mid conversation, I was just like, I don't know what's going on right now. And then one of the guys, he was like talking to her, and then as he was talking to her, I just started like looking at him and looking at her, and then looking at him and looking at her, and I just started over analyzing the whole situation, like her reactions, like, yeah, she's not really into this conversation. Oh, what if she was thinking about that with me too? I was like, it's just the whole thing. And then he was also one of those guys that like, when he starts to get drunk, he starts to get aggressive.
Oh.
Right? So he was one of those guys. So that also started tripping me up because I was like, oh shit, what if we get in a fight? I'm way too high to fight right now. I don't know what's going on.
What if I swing and I miss?
I was
if I hit the wrong person?
I was like, bro, if we have to fight right now, like,
what am I gonna do?
I don't know what's going on. And then on top of that too, he was like saying that like, oh, we run a company and like he's gonna give her a job, and I'm like, I was so lost.
This nigga was laced.
I was so lost.
What the fuck they put in your shit, nigga? They got the shenanigans in it.
I don't know. I was so lost. So after all, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go outside. So I go outside and I sit there for like 20, 30 minutes, just sitting outside, looking at the bouncers. And then like looking down, I think I puked a little bit. And then Matt came outside, started being rowdy again. And I was like, yo.
Out of here.
So yeah, he started being rowdy to like the bouncers and stuff. So I was like, you know what? Yo.
Were you far from home?
I was in Toronto.
Oh, shit.
And
so man's like me is quick to go home once I don't feel good. Man's gonna sleep.
So that's what happened. So I was in Toronto, and that time I was living in because I was doing sales at that time, so I was living in Markham, right? And I kid you not, after a while I was like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna see you guys. And I took an Uber from Toronto, from like downtown Toronto, all the way to Markham. Because I was like, yeah, I can't do this.
$80 Uber?
Yeah, it's fucked. But I was like, I can't. I'm too fucked right now to be able to have conversations, do anything. So I went home and I just slept in my jacket because it was winter. I came home the next day, woke me up, and was like, yo, you're still in your jacket? I was like, hey.
You ever fucked a bitch that later became a crackhead?
Ooh, no.
I don't think I have either. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe. No. I'm sure maybe. But like,
if you ever did, would you spin the block?
Is she wait, so she's a crackhead now?
She's a crackhead now. Would you spin the block?
Is she like functioning? Was it Monty Fat? How good was it? If it was a good last time.
She's one of those ones where like when you see
if she's doing crack today, like I don't know. Like you did crack today, nigga. Yesterday you did crack. I don't know. Current crackhead. Like no, because I have to kiss you and taste the crack. Fuck no. Nah.
And current crackheads have a certain smell to them too.
You been around to me? Holy.
Yeah, they have a certain smell to them.
He was fucking them. He knows. He yammed their box. He knows what the box smells like.
I remember my first experience with someone who was
a crackhead.
I didn't fuck. It was like I just like
you just saw them do crack.
No. But it was someone who was like doing Fent or something, right? Oh, so they had like the Fent lean, but the whole time I'd never like seen that before. So the whole time I thought this nigga was disabled.
Oh my god!
Because it was like he was like always like leaning, like walking. Because it was in an Airbnb, right? He was always leaning, walking, and mans were like, "Yo, you want some food? Like, you need some food?" And he would like be struggling to eat the food, and I was like,
"Man, dog food, nigga."
And then he had like he apparently he had an accident on his electric scooter because he was drinking.
I think you were talking about a disabled person, my nigga.
Nah, because the reason why he wasn't was because we later had to kick him out. Mans later had to kick him out of the Airbnb because he was doing like Fent in his room.
Oh, what if he was a disabled person who was doing that?
Yeah,
and now he's like, he was doing the Fent lean. I'm like, there's a Fent lean?
What if he got prescribed the Fent, fam?
I don't know, bro. It was just like he was so erratic because like he would come to your door in the middle of the night and be like, "Yo, are you awake? Are you awake?" I was like, "Yo, this guy, I don't know what's going on." He had Pokemon
Have you ever
cards.
beat up a crackhead?
No.
What?
You ever beat up a crackhead?
No.
Sounds like you have.
So, moving on. This has been a nice episode, guys. You guys enjoy it? How you guys feel?
Honestly, bro, I'm so fucking tired. I don't know if you guys can tell.
I can tell by your lack of participation.
Yeah, my bad. sorry, chat. Sorry, audience. I am fucking tired as hell.
This was me arguing with AO. Episode. What do you guys want to call this episode? I feel like we talked a lot about like children and like parenting and shit.
Wall sits.
Wall sits.
Wall sits.
That's hard.
Thank you for everybody for tapping in. If you're in the chat right now, if you got what time is it? It's like midnight.
Yeah, it's
12:30.
If you guys are still tapped in, yo, shout out to you.
Yeah, shout out to the gang.
You already know. And yo, I found out who AJ was commenting about the glasses. My nigga Antoine. Yo, shout out to Antoine. Happy birthday to you.
Shout out to Antoine.
Can we get a round of applause for Antoine? Happy birthday.
Yeah.
He probably didn't make it to this far in the episode, but you know, it's all love, my nigga. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Make sure you follow us on all of our social medias at Chat2Much Podcast. Make sure you send us chat to us emails at info@chat2much.com. Make sure you catch our live streams every single weekend on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitch, Kick, and Rumble. And every Monday, you can listen to our full podcast on Amazon Music, Audible, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts.
Can you do the Chat2Much drop? What? I made that, guys.
Gay. All right. Bye, everybody.